Hey there, what you drinking? 2 shots, let's pour it up. I know what you're thinking, but tomorrow won't come for us. This life that we're living, ain't never gonna give it up. Double shot for the gifted, one more for us. There you go, drink it up. All this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. This is the time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. Don't look at the past, no, we're not going that way. Oh, now make it last, make it last to the break of day. No matter what people say, live life in a fast lane. Double shot for the gifted, triple shot for the pain. There you go, drink it up, all this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. This is the time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
Gallagher to take this against Barry. Barry wins it. Tapping gets it to Higgins. Higgins scores! Moore not ready for that 5-hole shot from the point, and he will want that one back. 1-0 the score, Red Devils up.
Yeah, look, just Higgins coming in. He looks over, sees Harry Lowe on that far side. He's really just throwing that in maybe for a rebound to pop out far side for Harry to skate on.
Looking to set up the offense, Poole skating around, using that goal as an extra player there, but that's given up, and Beckstead gets a sitter. The Red Devils also not ready for this one today. 1-1 the score.
I think that was a early childhood book that Cole Bexley got to read there. Unfortunately, that was a telegraphed pass through the cross zone, through your neutral zone breakout pass there by Tappan.
And that's off the side netting. He gets it back himself, goes out to Beckstead at the point. Blue line pass, Stegman shot, one-timer, and a glove save by Carey.
Probably the first of a few shots Stegman will get away tonight.
But this time, Lowe was right on his player, up to Stegman high. Beckstead gives it back, shot, one-timer off either the glove or the helmet, and that comes back out. Stegman with it. Tough angle shot there, kicked back by Walsh. In front shot and a goal.
That's Walsh for his first one in the NZIHL. Lovely little feed from Stegman behind the net, and Red Devils just not staying on their man in front, marking up.
Yeah, he knew exactly where he was, or at least he was sure of it. He stays in the corner there. 3 players have it. It's Gagnon with a shot and a goal! Gagnon with a sweeper, and after he allowed Moore to move to the right, to his left, he goes back the other way and catches him off the pipe.
Yeah, just a little bit of an unstructured, messy play coming out there. Bounces off a few bodies, but Gagnon gets it and quite quickly throws it.
Glove save, rebound. Goes around, Beckstead still has it. Cycling, leaves it, drop pass, shot and a goal! Who else? Stegman.
Stegman, indeed. He now ties Connor Jean with the top points of the league here, but again, it's Beckstead again with his speed, breaks into the zone, ends up, takes a shot, gets his rebound, goes all the way around, and Stegman reads the nice drop pass there. Kind of a low angle shot. We'll see if we get an angle from behind.
But the Red Devils pick it off. Goes the other side. Guerin holds, leaves it for Turia. Turia with a shot. Oh, and that hit post. That looks so good the whole way. I don't know how that one, it just stayed out.
Inside of the post solid that came out behind more.
And now here we go the other way. Gagnon up the right side, holds up. Shot and a goal!
Gagnon saves the goal at one end of the ice. He gets a stick lift on Ortis down the other end as he was going for that rebound. Takes it the other end of the ice, a little spin move there, a little bit of traffic, creating some space for him, and beats more low blockers side, but that is a full.
And Haas goes to collect it. There was no gap there when he got there. As Shuck came across, Haas going backwards to tap in, hits iron. That comes back out. The ping rattles around the Alpine ice. Job there by the penalty kill team, and that will end the penalty. Low in front, chance, shot and a goal! Just as the penalty was expiring, they couldn't get the fifth player out in time. And do we have a name? Was that Brown?
It was Brown. Harry loaded Sean Brown on the back door there. So yes, it's these lovely little feed from Gagnon to low, and then feeds it in front, and Thunder just not quite marking up and seeing what's coming.
Back to him. Goes across. Lizelle. Beckstead, he's going to walk it in a little bit. Takes the shot and a goal! He gets the traffic. Josh Lowe in front, and that goes behind to tie the game, 4-4.
Yeah, Ortis going in front of the net. Josh Lowe is marking him up, and both of them combined making a very good screen here. And Beckstead has a lot of time with the puck here, a lot of chance to look up. No one's really challenging him. And yeah, Tim Carey can't see a thing through that.
Gets that away from Lewis. 8 seconds to go on the power play. Gagnon coming in quickly on the right. Shot! All in a stick save. Not from the side of the stick you'd expect. That was a handle save. Herring's going to chase that one down, but there's no icing here. Higgins gets there. Higgins has it. Higgins looks. And it's an own goal! Wow, that was Higgins once again. He's going to have 2 on the sheet, but that went off of number 13 here.
I think it was Stegman, 93.
Or was it Stegman?
Yeah, it was 90. I think Stegman.
Oh, yeah. Yep, it was.
So, not a bad move.
Yeah, why not? EK plays it for the Thunder. That goes up to Lizelle. Shot and a dangerous wrister. Glove save, but the rebound goes through. It's Morrissey taking off his stick. Quick turnaround here for the Thunder. Audis looking to forward it. Walsh with a shot. Glove save. Rebound. It comes back behind the net. And Gagnon holds it and settles. That's way off. That's unfortunate for the Red Devils, especially since it's in the home ice. But it is Haas with it. Haas with the empty netter. Haas making sure there is no doubt. And the Red Devils score 6-4. And go ahead by 2 goals.
Indeed. Still a minute or so to play here, Matt, but 2-goal lead is a little bit more breathing. But these Thunder players will still be coming hard. But Haas.
And we'll drop that one. It goes into the corner. Walsh lets that one go. And they can't run the clock.
Yeah, and that will be the end of the game. And there we go. And the Red Devils take it here.
Building a second dwelling can get complicated pretty quickly. Between the noise, builders, and delays, it's stressful. Expanders are delivered as a finished unit, ready to be set up on your land in a single day. Want to check the quality? Come in, have a cuppa, and book a viewing at the warehouse.
The Red Devils would like to thank Expanders, quality portable and expandable buildings designed for New Zealand conditions. Precision built off-site, delivered ready to use, and transforming on-site. Real space without a full build. Tappan Logistics, proud Christchurch partners of the Red Devils. When your freight has to move, the team at Tappan gets it where it needs to be on time. Happy Scrappy, privately owned, family-run, and New Zealand's largest recycler of used automotive batteries. Competitive pricing, friendly service, and a skip and bin service across the Canterbury region. 80 years on Blenheim Road. Beckford Sports Medicine, keeping you active. From backyard cricketers to elite athletes, Beckford specializes in the diagnosis, management, and prevention of sports and musculoskeletal injuries. Performance Plus Physio, a team of professional physios in Addington and Wigram dedicated to excellence in physical therapy. ACC accredited, no GP referral required. Reform Radiology, advanced diagnostic imaging in Central Christchurch. X-ray, MRI, CT, and the South Island's first private nuclear medicine service across 2 clinics on Antigua and Kilmore Streets. Futaporo, awesome accountants where business success meets championship spirit. Since 1993, Futaporo has brought grit, strategy, and teamwork to clients across Aotearoa. Get on the team, play to win.
Skating's only part of it. Alpine ice.
Kia ora koutou, welcome everybody to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name is Matt Chavez. Today we've got Caleb Hance. Caleb, you're on the color today. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, Matt. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to a great show and hopefully a great outing between these two teams.
Yeah, Dan's away, so, well, we found somebody better, and at least that's what we'll tell Dan. today's game is a very important one between the SkyCity Stampede and the Red Devils. Let's just crack right into it and start talking about where everything is. Last night's game, if you're following the league, it was a shootout, 7-5 going to the Dunedin Thunder at home, and that was doing the Red Devils a favor. So if we take a look at the standings, what ends up being the benefit for the Red Devils here is the Botany Swarm stay on 12 points. The Dunedin Thunder move up to second place. And Caleb, it's been an interesting one as far as the overall chase. How does it, let's just get right into it. How are the Red Devils feeling? I should introduce a little bit more. Caleb, you're actually a player that is injured for the Red Devils. And you've had a hand injury for a little while and can't go. I've called your name plenty of times this year, but since that injury, you're up here. So you've been in the locker room. How does the playoff chase feel in the locker room right about now?
Yeah, no, we're feeling like we've got a little bit more energy, a little bit more gel going. Started the season a little bit slow, but it's been nice to start splitting series and just keep these games nice and close and competitive. We've had a really good run, and I think we can push it with any team here in the league, just kind of showing that later in the season and hopefully to the playoffs. All
right, it's good that you brought up the series splits that we've talked about. Chris, if you've got the next one where it's the season, actually give me the next one on this. It's kind of a wild graphic. You don't have to look too much at this, but there's two very interesting things going on here. The Dunedin Thunder have gone loss, win, win, loss, loss, win, win, loss, loss, win, win, loss, loss, win, win. Don't know tonight, but I'm going to guess they're going to stick with the plan here and split every single game. But what's interesting for me for the Red Devils is that 0-6 on first games of the series, and that has been a focus, has it not?
It is. Hopefully, just finding out how to come out for that first game and get the game going a little bit quicker. Second game we can come through, and it's always we're a Saturday or a Sunday team, whatever comes second in the lineup.
Yeah.
But just kind of getting out there first and trying to get that first win on the first night.
Yeah, let's take a look at those playoff possibilities here. Sorry for going out of order, Chris, but let's discuss just quickly the SkyCity Stampede, today's visiting team here against the Red Devils. They have home ice guaranteed. They cannot fall below the second seed no matter what they do for the remainder of their 4 games. So at least we're starting through Queenstown. Somebody's going there. Thunder, Admirals, Red Devils, and Swarm all have lots of possibilities. The Thunder can't reach the top spot. The Admirals could. But if we talk about what's in front of us, the Red Devils and the Swarm are fighting for that last spot in number 4, and they're just a point away. Let's go back to the standings directly and see if we can look at this. So 13 and 12, that is really what it comes down to. Now the Swarm lost last night. If they were to lose again tonight, again, that gives the Red Devils 2 free runs to try to get ahead of the Swarm. But most importantly, your last 2 games are up in Botany against the Swarm. So how does that feel?
Feels exciting. You know, it gives us a good chance. It's nice that the last round comes down to where we can play Botany at home, or in their home, and just try to get that last playoff push. If we can win a couple here, it gives us an extra chance just to have that high.
Exactly. All right, so starting lineups today there's a lot going on, not just the games, but the Red Devils, they'll be starting a couple of changes today. Tim Carey will be in net. He'll be starting for the Red Devils. He's responsible for a few of the wins so far this year, so that looks good. I know that they're probably going to stick to what they've been doing with the Red Devils switching goaltenders throughout the series. So probably Dan Reason tomorrow, Tim Carey today. And it's good to see Aaron Byfield back on the defense starting out. Good to have him back.
100%. He's a great young player, a lot of skill, a lot of speed, and it's unfortunate to see the injury earlier in the year. So it's nice to see him back in the lineup for the first game back.
Yeah, and with Byfield, he's early in the season, he looked like he was going to make a lot of impact, but I think he's missed 10 games. So that is a large portion of the season, so it'll be very good to see how he responds, and hopefully that shores up some of the defense for the Red Devils. If we take a look at the Stampede lineup, they are making some changes too. This is not their high octane start. Flight, Chalice, Harrison, some longtime names for the Stampede with Rusky Jones and Amston and Brooks in the net. They're just going to throw guys out there, and they've got a stacked lineup all the way through. There's a reason they're in first place, but they tend to mix up their lines and don't kind of go too strong on the one, too weak on the 3s and 4s. They like balance. So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's definitely something that they have, is a lot of balance, a lot of physicality, and something that they can use throughout the whole lineup. So it will be interesting to see how this starting group does and how they play throughout the game.
All right. So the team's getting all set here right by their goals, and we're going to get underway in just a minute, but there is a ceremony coming up. There was some mathematical wizardry going on earlier, Caleb, and we found out that, in fact, that's a funny camera. We'll see if we can get that one turned around a little bit. Sean Brown. Sean's been gracious enough to do a lot of interviews with us this year, the captain for the Red Devils. It turns out his 150th game is not tomorrow. It is today. So he's going to get out on the ice, and Caleb, I'm sure you know this, with a shortened season, 150 games, 200 games, all of these milestones that these players are hitting, it's not easy to do because it's a 16-game regular season.
Yeah, it takes a while to get to that, so it's cool to see players Sean's caliber get to something like this and get to celebrate such a good night.
Well, he'll be out there in just a minute. I think we're just a little bit behind. Puck drop was officially for 5:10, so in a couple of minutes we'll get started, but I think they're going to line everybody up first. We'll see how that goes. Interesting to see how this turns out. Again, a beautiful day here in Christchurch. Everybody pretty happy, good moods. Everybody's ready to go, but it'll be interesting to see how the barn reacts, how the ice reacts today. There's a lot going on.
I know this ice can tend to be a little bit softer on those warm days, so hopefully it keeps up. Hopefully the boys can watch those bounces and the extra little bits that it does the ice with the sun.
Yeah, we talk about that a lot, especially with the 10-degree type of day today. It's I may harp on it too much, but you see a lot of bouncing pucks in this rink. Funny bounces. It happens especially on the warm days, so we'll see how that goes. They're lining up here. We are about to get underway. First period action here at the Alpine Ice. Stampede and Red Devils get underway, and it's Gagnon winning the face-off. And they move it back to Tappan. We're underway here in Christchurch. Tappan goes back to Byfield, and it's Morrissey. Morrissey with a skate. Morrissey with a pass across the ice to Haast. Haast holding on to it. Goes around Jackson Flight. The recent move from the Thunder over to the Stampede. And that's going to get flipped back out to neutral. Chases on. Gagnon gets there first. And Axel Rusky Jones doing the chasing on that one. Goes behind to Max Roth. And the Red Devils still bossing possession here as we get underway. Just a minute into the game so far. Byfield, and a shot there as it's given up in the slot. Does that get out? It does. And it is Cam True not able to hold it in at the blue line. Offsides the call. And we get our first stop in play.
That one just barely came out, but was a really close attempt to keep that one in. You're seeing some pretty good pressure from the Stampede here right off the bat, so hopefully the Red Devils can keep that going and keep the puck out of the zone.
And it'll be Devlin taking that one, I think it was. Knocked in by True. Willis sending it around the glass, gets a fortunate bounce off one of the pieces of metal there, and there's never going to be an ice there. They played it away. And now Freer brings it in the zone. Deflected. Carey sticks it out. It comes right back at him. Another chance. And those two shots sent aside. Carey is onto it, and it is Bull. Hayden Bull with the puck. He has to give that one up. And a good chance there by Freer, just kind of flipping it and trying to get something out of it. But Carey's up to it. Gloves the save. And we get a face-off in the defensive zone.
We're going to see a little bit of that early as well, some physicality down in the corners. See Dylan Devlin get the puck down there, and immediately a few hits, Logan Willis in there nice and hard.
And we have Gallagher on this face-off with 25 McCarg. And that goes back into neutral again. McCarg getting it back in, but it's Hopkins throwing it out. Amston collecting it at the red line. Pretty close to coming in offside, but it looks like everybody was on. And now Harrison with a shot in front. Now it was going through the crease. They pick it away, and the Red Devils come back 2-on-3. Good skate there by Guerin getting that into the corner. He's getting more ice time recently. Goes over to Josh Lowe. He can't play it. Goes back to Gallagher, and they start whipping it around. That gets flipped in. Lowe's going to let it go. They go for a line change. The Lowe brothers line doing their job. Now Gagnon back out there with Tappan and Haast trying to get something started. Rusky Jones with a good play there. The forecheck gets it with a skate. And the Stampede looking to get something started here as they come in quickly. Everybody pressing in. The Red Devils deep in their zone. All five were below the dots for a moment there. And now Byfield has it. He's going to work it out. Double team, it comes back in, but it's taken away by Tappan. Goes to Haast. He's going to gain the zone, but the control leaves him for a moment. Now Morrissey off the side half boards there. Circles. Passed across the ice. Goes to Gagnon. He gets it in the skates. Takes the shot. Goes high and wide. In front, slot shot by Morrissey. And that's deflected off the stick of, I think it was Axel Rusky Jones that got it up into the netting.
And that's some good stuff to see. You see a little bit of puck movement down in the offensive zone, but Stampede strong with some sticks in front and just going to turn those away. So hopefully we get a few more chances like that and keep that puck movement going.
Very dangerous spot to get that. Bull wins the faceoff. It goes behind the net. Reese chasing it, but it is the Stampede that bring it out. Cross ice to Freer. Freer looking to dump it in. That's misdirected. Comes back to Connor Jean, leading goal scorer in the league at the moment, or leading point scorer. In front, slap shot knocked away off the tape. True has it out at the long point. It's coming back to Higgins. Higgins plays the bodies. Puck stays in. Brown watches it go behind him. And now he's going to pick it up in the corner, looking to get that out. He goes high, stays off the roof just barely. And that was adeptly put into neutral ice as it's picked up by Cam True. Shot in by Bull, hits the corner, stays in. Willis pays the price, keeps the puck in and low. True sending it to the near side here. Devlin looking for the outlet, and that puck stays in the corner for a moment. Goes back to Roth. Roth with the exit pass to Freer. Pass forward, 3-on-3 here for the Stampede. They get the pass, kind of a shot pass into the corner. Bounces, and that one's a low one as Amston throws it in. And now Hopkins clears it for the Red Devils. Gagnon looks up, decides to hit the gas, drop pass to Haast. Haast leading the league in assists, trying to get that pass down low. And now it is Lowe with that pass to turn that wording around. Stampede with it. Guerin can't get it. Does it go for icing? And we get a stop in play as Carey covers it up. I think that's going to be a defensive zone face-off unless, nope, they called the icing. They did call icing there.
Sometimes that comes back just that the goaltender makes a move towards it. So
yeah.
In that instance, looks like they thought it was going back towards the middle of the ice and our player might get to it first.
And it'll be Gallagher to take this one against McCog. First warning against the Stampede on that face-off, moving a little early. They drop that one, and the Red Devils hold on to it. Guerin with a spin. Good physicality there by Harry Lowe. He continues to be the pest that he is. Very effective back there on the back check. Byfield off the sideboards. It gets taken by McCarg for just a moment. Now Roby out to Amston, stays in, rotated around, shot, and a penalty coming up here. What do we have? I didn't see it. Caleb, did you catch that? It's a roughing call.
Looks like roughing. Looked like it might have been a little bit late, or that's what the ref's looking at from Aaron Byfield there.
So we have the first power play of the game, and it's going to go to the Stampede as we have taken 5.5 minutes off the clock. No score yet. McCark's going to take this one for the Stampede in their offensive zone. And here we go for the power play for the Stampede. Early win by the Red Devils, but it goes in front as they can't. It was a tough pass to try to get that clearance out. It bounced off a player. It goes right to Carey. And a bit fortunate as that puck traveled through the crease first. You'll see it here on the replay as it comes back through. It's just dangerous here. And the Stampede just could not get a stick on it, but it was loose and in the crease. Carey doing a good job stopping it. That face-off just held up, stays in at the point on the far side, goes over to Amston now, walks it in, takes a shot, deflected off Willis' skate, goes out of the zone. And Willis, maybe not off his skate, but off his ankle. He's not happy. Stampede with it. Amston comes in the zone, leaves it behind for McCog. Goes around the boards. Gene lets it go. Freer has it. Back to Gene, out to the point. Stays in. That one's going to trundle out. And it's Haas with it. He's going to skate backwards and kill some time here as there's 1:17 to go on the power play. He passes it forward. Gagnon at center ice going over the line. Coming in shorthanded. Takes the shot. Oh, that got behind. It looked like it got behind somehow with Brooks, but maybe we'll see that on the replay. But that's killing a lot of power play time for the Stampede.
Almost looked like that one went off the post there for a second.
It could have been off the post to where it was, yeah. We'll confirm that in a little bit, but it was a shorthanded opportunity that the Red Devils rarely have, and they nearly converted. Stampede come in, Freer's on that one halfway down. Now he gives it to Gene, going behind. Josh Lowe gets to it first. Doesn't go out, Roth keeps it in, and they fight on that board, and then Gagnon adeptly flips it out, and that will get it down to about 20 seconds of power play time. That one coming right back in and right back out. The Red Devils doing a good job of killing time, Caleb.
Some great patience by some of these Red Devils forwards just to hold the puck, take it back, and try to get it down the ice to kill some more time.
Now it's Connor Harrison bringing it in. Chalice down low, and Harrison let alone. He cannot deflect it on target there. It was Carey right in front of him. That goes out for offsides. Devlin not able to hold it in as he had to lean back to catch that puck, and that'll be offsides. We go back to 5-on-5. Let's see this here with Brooks coming in. This is the one I wanted. Gagnon going to his right, shot. No, it was just a good blocker save. It did flip up, but still, that's a pretty good chance there on that level.
Really good chance on the shorthanded kill. So nice to see him get a shot off and see where this goes.
Out to Guerin. Guerin flips it forward past Gallagher. Turned over. Stampede have it. True going across the ice. Rusky Jones with it. And the Red Devils get a hold of it. Dedov with it for a moment. Now Guerin. And he's dumped. Gallagher sweeping it. It only goes as far as the blue line. Now Gallagher flips it back in. And this line just kind of fighting their way through and getting some early time. Passed in front. Guerin with a chance. Not a good one, but it was near the crease. And now the Stampede have the puck. The Red Devils back out. They go for a change here. and it'll be Bull, Higgins, and Reese coming back out. Stampede do the same. They dump and chase. This is close enough. And the puck's misplayed there by Carey, kept in by Devlin. That was a dangerous one, but the Red Devils get away with it. Still 0-0 on the board. Reese with it off the sideboard, flips it forward. Bull trying to chase it. And now it's Brown at the red line. He flips it in. Was that Skipper out there getting some ice time way down the list for the Stampede. I don't think he's played a game yet this year. Now Amston with it. Low chance in there. Higgins lets it go. Penalty coming up here. And it'll be on the Stampede. And they just get rid of it. Goes to Gene. And an interference call coming up on the Stampede. And I think it's going to go against Devlin here. We'll see.
Looks like there was a little tangle up in front of the net, and must have gotten Dylan Devlin for that one. Good chance for our guys to get something going.
Well, and it's Devlin's thing, right? He's a kind of the pest, if you will. That's his. He always wants to make sure that he's roughing it up with somebody, and he's very effective with it. But sometimes you cross the line, and that's what he did there. Interference called. 2 minutes against the Stampede. Power play for the Red Devils, and it's Carey going out to Gagnon, and now back to Haast as they get the offense set up. Haast bringing it through neutral, gains the zone, comes in the left side, looking to skate around the goal. They set up, he's still skating with it, circling. He's just going to do laps here until he finds somebody. In front, chance, and a shot for Bull as that's knocked into the corner. He got away, and that's exactly what they tried to do, split the diamond. And now in front, chance here for Gagnon, shot, and that's deflected up, and does it stay in? It does. Haast has it, low in towards the crease. Morrissey can't get away with the deflection there as it goes into the corner. Haast at the half boards. Haast clipped there with a stick. Gagnon looking for space, skates, crosses the line, gets over the crossbar there with that shot. Good save there once again by Brooks. Tap in, goes low, walked out to Gagnon. Gagnon moves, shot. Brooks holds on to it, spills a rebound, but he can't. He kind of gets away with it as it goes into the corner. Tap in, loses it, and now there's a chase. Gagnon's going to get there first, and it is the Stampede looking desperately for a change, but they're going to get off the hook as the Red Devils ice the puck at the worst possible time. I'm not even sure how many they got on that change, but it's going to be Reese Lowe, Tappan, Guerin, and Gagnon out there for kind of a, well, and Haast is out there now, so we'll see who comes off. It's Guerin. That's a messy one there, Kev.
That's not one you see often when the goalie ices the puck.
No,
unfortunate, unlucky.
Yeah, just trying to be aggressive there. Gagnon wins that one, but it kind of goes back to the Stampede. They're going to hold it. Amston has it. 30 seconds to go on the power play. High shot in, and that's a blocker save there for Carey. Nothing really dangerous about it. Now Haast has it. Goes right through the middle. Passes it. Gagnon with a move, shot, and Brooks holds on to it. Best opportunity for the Red Devils so far, but Brooks up to the challenge.
It's fun to watch these two guys go. Fabian Haast and Alex Gagnon. They had a couple years together, I believe, playing in some other teams at the same time. So it's cool to see them work well on this ice, and man, they got some good hands.
It is a good pairing for the Red Devils, that's for sure. Harry Lowe wins that faceoff, and he goes down on the ice. Arms stay down, though. That goes over to Willis. Willis with a one-timer. That goes wide. Guerin gets it in the corner. Leaves it for Brown. Back to 5-on-5. Willis with it. Willis passes, and a good chance there, but it was Ollie Ruski-Jones that was there in time, and that deflects the puck out of play, and we'll have a face-off 5-on-5.
The Ruski-Jones brothers have been pretty good for the Stampede. I know Ollie, this might be his second year in the league, but a young guy, got some good vision, good hockey IQ, and just to get that stick in there to knock it out of play is really nice play, really nice move.
Well, if I keep saying Ollie or Axel, you'll know who it is, because it's one of the Ruski-Joneses. And that one goes out to the 4 allowed out of the box, Devlin. Goes to the point, shot in on Carey. And Carey holds on to it. Who was pulling that one? That was Max Roth. I gotta say though, if you get a chance to see the stats, the top 3 for the Stampede, their plus minus is so ridiculous. What is Connor Jean's plus 32? That's just, I mean, stupid levels of high plus minus there for these guys. So you know how dangerous they are. It's just a matter of containing them. And Devlin loses that one. That's sent around to Higgins. Higgins back to Brown. The captain looking to exit the zone. Bull can't hold on to it on the tape. Goes back to Freer. Jean. Connor Jean holding up. Crossing the ice. Shot that doesn't get through. Roth to Jean. And that one does kind of creep into the crease. Carey can't do anything with it. Roth with it now. Out to Jean. He holds it in. High shot off the glass. Stays in. Willis looking to get rid of it. And then it's Mason Reese with it. Back to Willis. Willis sending it around to the other side. Devlin sends it back in. A funny chance. Oh, and that's just the wildest of goals. A complete swipe. And when we see this one on replay, this is candidate for one of the wildest goals I've ever seen in the league.
That was a heck of a tip. Looked like he just, like you said, swiped at it and got a nice little tip to go upstairs on him.
That is unbelievable. I don't even think most of the people in the whole stadium understand that went in.
He was almost below the goal line on that one too.
Unbelievable. So 1-0 the score. I'm dumbfounded by that one. The Stampede take the lead on one of the wildest types of goals you'll ever see in a deflection there. It wasn't like Carey was in a bad spot. He was perfectly set up. And wow. So there you go. The Red Devils have some work to do. They're down 1. That goes out to the blue line. Low shot, it scores right back at it as Tapin sends it into Gagnon. And the Red Devils are making their own luck today. 1-1 the score. They're back and even.
There we go. What an answer to put that one back in and get a tip of their own.
Yeah, that's a defensive lapse by the Stampede there. You look at this and you see where Gagnon sneaks in. They're expecting that to reach out and that deflection coming in. They were clearly thinking that puck was going to leave the zone quickly. Gagnon guessed correctly, got in front, and we've tied it up. Now Byfield has the puck as we get underway again. And that is, as much as you might worry about getting worried about those kind of funny bounces, that is a heck of an answer there, Caleb.
100%. It's good to see and get some pucks on net. You never know what's going to happen, right?
Exactly. Rusky Jones with it. He gives it up to Gagnon. Flipped off the boards. Byfield's got it now, and he's going to turn out. Eyes up, looking for the pass. The long pass goes halfway out the ice. Pass forward from Morrissey to Gagnon, trying to get it to Haas. He can't do it. It stays in the Zamboni corner over there. Stampede getting a bit of a fight. Oh, and Morrissey couldn't get that one on his stick there. Gagnon with a good pass through the slot. Now Lowe gives that up to Hopkins. His stick was knocked away. Harry Lowe with it now. And it's the Stampede to break this one out. Amson got rid of it to Roby. Now Lowe with it again. Harry to Josh in this case. Passed up to Gallagher coming up the left side. Backhand pass chance, and Lowe cannot connect. He was all alone in the slot, and he's going to dream about that one. That puck stays on the half boards and goes out of the zone across the ice. Campbell doing his best to try to bring it in the zone there for the Stampede, but that's going to get thrown in. Do they go for an ice? They do. That was thrown in a little bit too early, and we're going to stop in play, and the Red Devils a chance to change.
It's nice to see some of this puck movement. Getting pucks in. Just got to keep it simple in our D zone. A couple times you throw the puck up the boards and it gets caught up at the blue line. So as long as they can get that one out, get it out in the neutral, chip it out, chip and chase. But don't let it stay in.
Tap in with a good spin move there. They keep the puck in. Haas with a cross-ice pass. Stick goes flying here. Byfield getting it in front. And Morrissey knocked around a little bit. Little extras there with Roth. The imports having a good time of it this afternoon. 5:27 to go here in the first, and it has been an even tilt so far in kind of the strangest of ways. But the Red Devils putting up some good offense to start with here. And good signs today at the Saturday sellout here at the Alpine Ice. Goes behind to Roth. Gets rid of it. They're onside. Devlin gets his charge stopped, but that goes in front. And another chance there for the Stampede. They fire it in at the crease, and Carey is there and stops that in the leg pads. And we get a stop and play. A couple of good chances there by the Stampede as they tried to get just a lot of velocity coming in.
Getting a little bit of speed, getting some pucks on, and you know, they'll keep that pressure going, try to hit you a little bit, and hopefully the Red Devils can keep their speed and keep their tempo.
Devlin wins that one, but kind of skips it out of the zone. Connor Jean picks it up, passes it, and the Stampede looking to take advantage of this lineup difference here. Willis out there. Reese. That's passed across the ice. Does it stay in? It doesn't. And it'll be True resetting the offense for the Stampede. Jean chucks it in. They're offsides. So the Red Devils will wait for that tag up. They get it out of the zone themselves. And that one goes through. No icing here. Gagnon and somebody else is close enough to play that. Does it stay in? It does not. Gagnon resets. He's at center ice. He's going to come right through the middle. Gives it up to Haas. Haas skates the blue line. High shot over the crossbar. Hits the glass. Stays in. Morrissey picks it up. He's got it halfway. Sends it behind himself. Haas. Now Gagnon. And that's back to Byfield. Byfield, it's offside. And he loses it just for a moment over the blue line. And we get a stop and play. 4 minutes to go here in the first, Caleb. Kind of meeting your expectations so far.
Yeah, it's looking good. They definitely came to start, and hopefully just keep that going, use this momentum, and try to get some more shots on, maybe one before the end of the period here. It's nice to see them start well. We were talking about the first game of the weekend is sometimes a hard one to go, so
yep.
Game's far from over, but it's a good sight to see them come out and get one early.
Gagnon wins that face-off, as he does often. And it's Luke Tappan bringing in. And high shot off target, goes around the corner, and looks like it skipped up and hit netting for a stop in play. That one will come in the offensive zone here. Yeah, I think you're right. As far as first games go, this is starting to be a good one. And some of the long-time, everybody following the season might remember the last time the Red Devils played the Stampede. They took them to overtime. And it was Niall Fanning in goal, but what a game that was. 4-3 in the end for the Stampede, but probably one of the games of the year. Flight with it now. Flight with a shot. Big rebound there, but luckily it comes out far enough. Now Haas with it, one-on-one. He can't hold on to it. Good defense there by Stefan Amston, the Ice Black. And that goes out to Rusky Jones. Ollie brings it in front, chance. And that gets taken off his stick in the crease. He ends up paying the price for it. But the puck stays in the zone for now. Stampede still have it. Now it's flipped out, and it'll be Skipper taking this one. Again, his first game. And Stampede looking to get things figured out. Some more new names on the ice. Not new names, but another fourth line out there for the Red Devils. You've got Paik out there, and now Brown takes it. Brown skating up, Paik on his left, goes in the zone, flips it in, stays with the puck. Now Brown still has it, goes out to the point. Willis with a shot. It gets deflected, goes behind the net. Paik, and now the Stampede have it. Flipped up, and again we go the aerial route. Feeling a bit NHL-y about that. Good play there by Harrison. wins the puck, but that shot's off target, and that one's missed. Just kind of whiffed on that one by, I want to say it was McCarg, and that's Max. Another one of the brothers in the league. Shot, no, in front. It was a good pass. Trying to get it to McCarg, but he can't pull the trigger on it. That goes as far as Reese. Sent in, Hopkins sends it in offside, but deep. And everybody tags up. Reese jumps in it. Higgins gets there first. Now the Stampede get rid of it. Are they going to go for an icing here? Hopkins skating hard. And they get the icing indeed with 1:45 to go here in the first.
And what a save there by Tim Carey. It was a little 2-on-0. We were able to have a little bit of a back checker, but a breakdown, and the SkyCity Stampede capitalized in getting a good chance on that one. But Tim Carey available to put that one away.
And we go right back to the imports line. Line one out there. And again, that's Lachlan Freer going over the line there. They get one more warning, and they face it off just fine with Lowe taking that puck. He leaves it behind the net. Amston throwing it out. Will that go the distance? It will indeed, and Hopkins gets back and earns another icing for the Red Devils. So with 1:30 to go here, 1-1 the score. The Red Devils playing this one equally so far, and giving the Stampede what they need, but to be fair, a lot of the players that have been on the ice for both sides getting more time than they normally would. And Morrissey gets that one to Haast. Haast looking out front. Haast loses that one. He's going to get it back before Freer gets on his tail. Sent forward, gain the zone. Try to get it to Morrissey, chance for Haast. And that doesn't go on target. It stays in the zone for a moment there. Gagnon flipping it back past Morrissey to Haast. Gagnon can't do anything with it. Stick lifted. Morrissey with a shot. Light goes on that. It was not a goal. Once again, problems on that end with the light goal light. Gagnon sent low. Haast has it now. Now he loses it. Stampede with the 9-iron. Goes out. Dadov is going to get there first. Skates behind the net. Has to get rid of the puck. The forecheck is on here for the Stampede if they're quick. He gives it up. Chance in front. Post! And that goes over the net. The Stampede with their best chance that they didn't connect on. And they pass that one forward. That goes off Gallagher. Kicked away by Roth. And it'll be Brown with the puck. Brown trying to get rid of it. Can't do it. 7 seconds to go in the period. Low going behind the goal just to hold this one until the period is over. And we have ourselves quite a game here. That last chance, probably the best one for the Stampede, is that was a close chance, but it remains 1-1, and maybe there's a little karma there with that other wild goal that they scored, Caleb.
100%. It's nice to see that there's some good saves, and Tim Carey's doing a great job to keep them in it here. Been a bit of back and forth, and it's really cool to see just good pressure on both sides.
Yeah, there's been good pressure, and the game's flowed. Just a couple of penalties. The power plays didn't really factor too much into it, but holding the Stampede to a goal and being even after one period, this is the league leader. And we have to be careful. It's not exactly the same lineups, but let me project a little bit. If the Red Devils can get over the line, if they can get over the line and get into the playoffs, it will be very likely that the Stampede are their upcoming competition here. Hopefully we'll get Sean Brown here in just a minute. I think he's over doing photo duty. Yes, he is. That's where he is. So as soon as he comes over, Caleb, if you see him, yeah, there he is. Okay.
It's nice to see. We get a lot of the kids out here, and man, they just love the Red Devils, love to get photos and autographs and, see what they can be one day. So it's cool for the guys to get to do that between.
So many of them have come up through the under 12s and all of that stuff. So it is really good to see the community support that the Red Devils have. And speaking of community support, I don't think you could get another person in this building today. It is completely sold out. So well done to the Christchurch community. And we'll see if, yeah, there he is. Sean, how are you?
How's it?
Hey. Well, first of all, I know we got some things coming up for you tomorrow, apparently.
Right.
I know, right? So, first, congratulations on game 150. Okay. That is awesome.
Yeah,
well done.
Thank you.
How did that period feel? Because up here, it felt kind of like it was tilted a little bit towards you, but they got one of the wildest goals I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think we had the ice tilted in our favour for the majority of that opening 20, which I'm super stoked with because we've had the last 2 weekends off, you know, resting and recovering. So to come out like that, I'm really proud of the guys.
Excellent. So how do you keep the momentum going here? That's the big thing. Is Caleb's up here. We're watching this. It's going well,
yep.
But how do you not have a letdown? How do you guys charge forward?
Yeah, I think we keep doing what we did in that first period, and as long as we stay out of the box, we'll be able to continue building our forward momentum. Anything like penalties that we take, it kind of halts the momentum that we're gaining. So
yeah, and I think
discipline, nothing is going to be the best key moving forward.
Yeah, I think both of you guys only had 1 2-minute penalty each. So yeah, that's a pretty clean game right there.
Yeah, so especially between these 2 teams, I think coming out with 2-minute penalties isn't can't complain too much.
Yeah. So last thing before we get going here, it feels like a lot of chop and change with the lines except for line 1. How's everything gelling for you?
Yeah, I think it's just finding what works pretty well in practice and trying to get guys with a similar mindset and how they play hockey. I think you'll notice that with our second line, and to be fair, our second line with Kieran, Hayden, and Harry just play super well and they've played together for years. So.
Yeah, and Harry's been a pest in the best way so far in this game. So, all right, we'll let you go here. Sean Brown, thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations.
Thanks for all the work this year, and yeah, couldn't do it without you guys either. So,
hey, I'm glad you're getting a lot of time on the old cam there. You're mugging it. Thanks, man.
Cheers, Tim.
Thanks, Sean.
So, after 1 period of play, it's even. Caleb, any observations as far as how this might evolve?
I think the big thing we've got to make sure is keep it simple. A couple times they've kept the puck in at the blue line and gotten a good chance out of it. They've been really good at quick transitions in the neutral zone. So if the puck comes out, defense are able to move it across, move it up the ice, and get it back into the Devils' defensive zone. So I think a big thing for them is just watching that.
Yeah, and interestingly, it was the one time that they were kind of cheating forward that they got burned, and Gagnon was able to get that shot off and score. Mm-hmm. So, you know, they do have that tendency, the Stampede, to kind of assume that they're going to come out of their third nice and clean, because they usually do. But when they don't, it can be made to pay for it. So, anyway, after 1 period of play, the score is 1-1, and we're going to take a break here. Give you some important ads and messages and all of that, and then we're going to come back and see some under 12s play some blue puck hockey here. So we'll catch you back here at about 6 minutes. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you shortly.
Building a second dwelling can get complicated pretty quickly. Between the noise, builders, and delays, it's stressful. Expanders are delivered as a finished unit, ready to be set up on your land in a single day. Want to check the quality? Come in, have a cuppa, and book a viewing at the warehouse.
The Red Devils would like to thank Expanders, quality portable and expandable buildings designed for New Zealand conditions. Precision built off-site, delivered ready to use, and transforming on-site. Real space without a full build. Tappan Logistics, proud Christchurch partners of the Red Devils. When your freight has to move, the team at Tappan gets it where it needs to be on time. Happy Scrappy, privately owned, family-run, and New Zealand's largest recycler of used automotive batteries. Competitive pricing, friendly service, and a skip and bin service across the Canterbury region. 80 years on Blenheim Road. Beckford Sports Medicine, keeping you active. From backyard cricketers to elite athletes, Beckford specializes in the diagnosis, management, and prevention of sports and musculoskeletal injuries. Performance Plus Physio, a team of professional physios in Addington and Wigram dedicated to excellence in physical therapy. ACC accredited, no GP referral required. Reform Radiology, advanced diagnostic imaging in Central Christchurch. X-ray, MRI, CT, and the South Island's first private nuclear medicine service across 2 clinics on Antigua and Kilmore Streets. Futaporo, awesome accountants where business success meets championship spirit. Since 1993, Futaporo has brought grit, strategy, and teamwork to clients across Aotearoa. Get on the team, play to win.
Skating's only part of it. Alpine ice.
Kia ora koutou, welcome back everybody to the Alpine Ice. It is that time. It is the under 12s. It's a tradition here that the under 12s play after the first intermission. And there've been a couple of good shots already out there. Let me read my thingy. And we'll cover of course it is the spiders and bats. Of course it is. Today we have players from the Canterbury Ice Hockey Association Under 12 Super League competing during this intermission with the Bats in the gray and the Spiders in the red and blue. If you have a child who might be interested in giving ice hockey a go, the Canterbury Ice Hockey Association has a Learn to Play program that offers a free trial session with all gear included. To learn more, just Google Canterbury Ice Hockey Association or visit the website, which is ciha.org.nz, to arrange a free session. So we're going to leave this on. Unfortunately, we cannot run with open sound, so I would like to do that, but unfortunately, that's one of those things where YouTube will give us grief. Oh, that's a nice goal. That is good. Do I have a horn? I think I do. Here. We'll give him, there you go, for that goal, just for that one. And enjoy the blue puck action here. 1-1 the score, of course. You'll see action going on the ticker tape across the top if you haven't been able to see it yet. And we will be back with you in about 3 minutes to bring you second period action here at the Alpine Ice. We'll see you shortly. No mai, hare mai. Welcome back, everybody, to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name is Matt Chavez. I'm here with Caleb Hance.
It's good to be back. It's exciting to see how the second period plays out for the Red Devils and the Stampede here.
Yeah, actually, Chris, can we have the scoring leaders? I think this is the interesting one for me. We just had a comment. Nate, can you hear us? You good? Okay. Yeah, so Nate, our cameraman, was noticing Connor Jean. And no disrespect here, but he actually just said, is Connor Jean out there? Yes, he is out there. Sorry, Nate's now laughing. He's a bit embarrassed. Sorry about that, Nate. But he has been quiet, and I think that goes to credit the Red Devils, Caleb. It's not the imports running crazy over top of them as a top team, number one team. The Stampede have actually been held a little bit at bay with this.
100%. Like, their imports have some amazing stats, as you can see. The plus 32, plus 29, just unreal numbers. And very, very talented players. But it is nice to see that our boys can shut that down. They can skate with them and definitely turn it up when we need to. So not something where they're going to walk all over us. And it's cool to see that we've stepped up to the occasion and done pretty well. Don't want to unleash the beast and say anything to see these guys then turn it up, but hopefully we can keep at that.
No, actually, that's the biggest thing, right? The Stampede have the ability to turn it on, and so many times this season, and over the last several years, you see players in the Stampede just decide to take it upon themselves and change a game, and they do it, especially at home, but you do see it throughout. So that's kind of the constant watch, right? It's the Red Devils are playing well. They're playing even with the league leaders. They've got the talent to do that. However, if they turn it on, if they let them turn it on, if they have a mental breakdown or not play 60 minutes, that is when the Stampede can jump on you. But so far, the Red Devils have played 20 good minutes, and they've got 40 minutes ahead of them. 1-1 the score, and here we go. Second period action here at the Alpine Ice. Red Devils and Stampede tied at 1. Connor Jean comes in the zone quickly on his own shot and blocked. And Nate, we found him. There he is. Puck comes out the other side. It's not going to go for an icing. Amston there, and Higgins on the chase. And the Red Devils get away with one early on as Jean jumped the line, jumped the faceoff, and here he comes again, 2-0. On his horse, he passes it, and Carey moves across and stops Devlin cold there. That puck goes flipping out into the air, and now Reese has it. Shot in, deflected, big rebound there, but nobody home for it. Reese throws it back in, and that goes as far as Devlin. Devlin passes it forward a little too much, and it goes to Brown as Freer's on his tail there for just a moment. Shot in, glove save, rebound into the corner. Byfield picks it up. Byfield moves through, gets it out of the zone, but it's turned back. Jean with it. Jean on his own shot. That's deflected away. Good defense there by Brown. That puck gets flipped up into the air, and now it's Haast. And the Red Devils move it out. Gagnon back out on the ice. Has it, holds it, shot, and a goal! Gagnon makes it 2-1. Caleb, that is the counterattack we were talking about.
Absolutely. It's nice to see him turn around and just get a nice little chance to push up the wing. They had a really good pressure from Stampede for a little bit there, and to be able to turn that around and get a goal off the rush, it's a really, really good momentum swing.
Look at that quick move. It looked like kind of faked him to go to the other side, then just held it, shot it up, and got it up high enough. Fantastic goal. 2-1 the score. And yeah, so the clock's running okay. 18:40, 2-1 the score, and we may need to refresh that one here, but at the moment we'll keep going. That pass gets thrown out. It'll be Luke Tappan to pick that one up, and yeah, we'll wait for a break in play here, but we'll correct the score bug in just a moment. Knocked down, no arm going up. A chance for the Stampede there for a moment. And now that's flipped out by Tappan. Morrissey goes across the ice. It'll be Gagnon getting there, but not in time. And Byfield has to chop it. Goes up into the stands. Chris, can we get a web refresh on that? Yeah, so you'll see that there's no camera here, but there's a camera. They're just fixing that, and they're going to refresh the score bug. Hopefully we can get that updated for you here in just a moment. Caleb, so yeah, the camera will hopefully get it back. Yep, there it is. Perfect. So we'll try to get that corrected here as quickly as possible. 18:06 left to go in the second. The score is 2-1 to the Red Devils. And we keep going here as it goes to the side and goes to Gallagher. Gallagher passes it forward. Low going into the boards there dangerously, but the arms stay down, and he kind of just bounces back up as he does. Hopkins chases and gets in front of Chalice, does a great job there defensively. Goes out to the other side, Guerin with it. Guerin holds, gives it up. Josh Lowe to Hopkins. Hopkins sends it out. Harry Lowe passing it forward, up to Guerin. Guerin with a shot. Goes off the backboard. Gallagher can't hold on to it, and now that's whipped the length of the ice, but on target there by Flight. And now Brown dealing with the forecheck of the Stampede, trying to work that out. Gets it taken away, and that's what the Stampede do. Chance there for Jean. He flips it up high. And does that go out of the zone? No, it doesn't. Stampede keep it in. Chance in front for Devlin. Good chance, good save there by Carey as he waited for Devlin. Devlin couldn't take a shot, and that comes out of the zone. Comes back in. Here comes Connor Jean again. He pays the price into the half boards on the far side. Gets the puck back, looking for Freer in front. Chance, and he can't pull the trigger. Good defense there by Josh Lowe in time. And he's going to get to the puck, but it's True that gets it away. Out top, Max Roth passing it to the blue line. Jean can't let that one-timer go. Devlin fighting. Devlin holding. goes to True, and then he just throws one up, and now Reese comes out. Reese throws it in, hits a linesman. Funny bounce, goes on target. Higgins tries to hold on to it, still has it, pass in front. Actually more of a shot, kick to the side, and it's Brooks getting it away. And now Haas steals it. They go back out to neutral and reset. Red Devils have this puck. And it'll be Morrissey getting back out on the ice as the top three are back out. Gets it to Morrissey. Shot, that's deflected by Roth off his stick and into the net. And that is quite a sequence of play.
Bit of back and forth, and it's definitely seeing some of this physicality step up. A bit more hitting in the corners, and you're starting to see people finish checks a bit more. So I think as the game goes on, you'll see a little bit more of that as Stampede try to get one back.
All right, we'll get the camera back up in just a second. Again, we're just trying to get the score bug going. Chris, if you can put up the... they've gone back to 20... Okay, there we go. There's the score. Can you put the, Chris, the ticker back up there, just because for right now that might work. That's going to go back to Tappan. Tappan collects it. McCarg on the forecheck, but he gets rid of it to Gagnon, and he's going to skate that out. There we go. That is correct now. Shot. And it's Brooks holding on to it for the face-off in the offensive zone for the Red Devils. And we are, you're going to have to live with this for just a minute on that that ticker being up there, because that is keeping the score bug accurate. So we'd rather be accurate than wrong. So we'll get that fixed out as quickly as we can. There you go. Morrissey wins that faceoff, but it goes directly to the Stampede. And that's taken away by Gagnon in neutral ice. Gagnon with his eyes up looking for that pass, goes in the zone, goes across to Morrissey, to Hast. Shot off the post, and Brooks knocks it away, doesn't hold it carefully, and I think that hit a player. Otherwise, they were off and running on that one, Caleb.
Good chance there to have that one pop up and off a player, because you'd rather that offensive zone face off than have a 2-on-1 breakaway the other way.
So 5 minutes gone here in the second period. And we'll have a face-off here at the offside dot. Gallagher to take this one against Rusky Jones. They drop that puck, and it goes back into the offensive zone. The other Rusky Jones, that's the Ollie version, grabs the puck, sends it out. Gallagher collects it for the Red Devils, and they move it forward. Chalice turned over. Hopkins can't see it. Harry Lowe with it. Pass in front of the crease. Chance there by Guerin. That was a dangerous one, but it was Brooks in the right position to take that one away, and he did exactly that. Lowe passing it backwards, but that's intercepted. Amston bringing it in. Lowe, Josh Lowe on the defense there, and in front Chance. Shot by Flight, and that goes off target out to Roth. Roth at the blue line. Roth walking it in, goes up the left side, skates around the cage, looks up for somebody to pass it to. Good defense there by Guerin, but he has to hit the brakes. And they go back again. Flight with it now behind the net, looking for something. Played into the corner. Flight taken out of the play, but it goes out to Amston at the blue line. High shot just over the crossbar, hits the glass hard. Goes out to the right point. Max Roth skating it inward, takes the big slap shot, kick save into the netting, and we get a stop in play. Good chance there, 2 chances there for the Stampede, but they don't pay any of them off, Caleb.
Very veteran move from Tim Carey there to put that one up into the netting, get a little stoppage of play, because the Stampede had some good momentum in the offensive zone. So try to kill that one, get a face off, and try to send it back the other way.
All right, face-off coming in the defensive zone here for just the first time this period, I think. Shot immediately by Gene, and a stop by Carey as that puck comes off that back wall, and he says he wants nothing to do with it. Puts his glove down, we get another stop. We'll do it again. So I think somebody reminded Connor Gene he plays hockey, because he's been on fire so far this period, just hasn't closed one out. Shot in front. Carey gets a whistle as that was still loose. That's a friendly whistle there as it was covered up mostly, but was still loose, and we'll do it a third time.
And as we said at the beginning of the game, we, as the Red Devils, take a little bit longer to get going sometimes, so somebody had to tell Connor Gene that, and here it goes.
Well, I'm not going to take the commentator's curse on that one because you picked it up. But I thoroughly blame Nate on that one. Our very good cameraman, Higgins' shot goes up. He's looking at me like, yeah, I'm not going to even address that. That's all right. Puck goes out of play, but this time Higgins knocks it out on the offensive side, so we'll move it back over there. And we'll see about dropping this puck. Everybody twitchy. Warning on the Stampede again. Devlin wins it. Roth has it. Gene looking for the outlet pass on that left side. It's going to come to him. Willis on the defense. That puck takes a funny bounce off the Zamboni doors, as it will when it hits up there. And now Reese has it up the right side. Passed across the ice. It's going to come out of the zone. They dump it in, have to tag up. Brooks. And they leave it behind. The Red Devils have their top line back out there. Gene coming up the left side, goes cross ice. Brings it in. Or sorry, Freer brings it in. Morrissey getting it almost in the zone. And I thought he'd skated out, but I think he thought he skated out there too, not quite.
That was definitely a close one. Thought he got the leg back out on that one and waited for Gagnon to step out as well, but looks like it came back in.
Yeah, it could have been on Gagnon in that case there. So anyway, close one, but developing plays are the ones that you hate to see whistled down for any reason. And we'll do that one again. Warning coming up. And again, against the Stampede, they are very, well, I don't want to say they're being a stickler about it, and that is going to be a delay of game. No, it's not. Okay, who's this? I'm not sure who that was against, but once again, everybody being warned, and we're just not getting a clean face-off here. They drop the puck, and we do get into play here. Stampede with it. Brisky Jones passing it across the ice to Harrison. Harrison stapled into the Zamboni doors by Byfield. And a couple of flips and sticks come out. And that stays in the zone there for just a moment. The Stampede still had the puck, but now it's going to come out. Now Haast has it, gains the zone, holds on to it, spins, pass, shot, and a deflection off Gallagher. Byfield with a good one there. But they couldn't quite get that through the traffic, and now Tappan has it, goes across the ice. That's going to get through. And again crossing the ice, Haast with it. It's going to skate back in that circle, but the other direction. Over to Tappan. Tappan walks it in, takes a shot, deflected. It does not get in. And that was some good defense there by Campbell. Long shot in from the blue line, and now they come the other way. Amston skating hard and straight, gets it across to Flight, and Flight can't do anything with it. Going to go around. Harry Lowe's going to get on the other side of the ice. In front, chasing a goal! What a move! Harry Lowe passes it to Guerin, and Guerin slams it home, making it 3-1 Red Devils.
Awesome to see that forecheck from Harry Lowe right there. He made that one happen by being able to be the first to the puck and then beat that and get that across the crease. So what a play.
And I didn't get the defensive number on that, but the Stampede just playing it a little casual there. I mean, I don't know why they're the complaint there, but I think it was Chalice looking at that and waiting for something, and I think that's why the argument now. But I'm not really sure what he's complaining about. I didn't see anything, but if I did, I would say something. I just don't know what he's on about.
I think if anything, he's probably contesting that it was an offsides play or potentially an icing.
Oh, okay.
That's what it looked like potentially could have been, but I think from my point of view, he was onside.
There you go. And we'll get back at it here. 3-1 the score. Stampede down 2 goals here in Christchurch for the first time in, well, I can remember being this far into the game, being down 2 goals. And that one's going to go for an icing.
There's a little bit more chatter out here on the ice. You can sense a bit of frustration, so hopefully the Red Devils can capitalize on that and just keep putting the puck down the ice and keep the Stampede on their heels.
Well, it's always a turning point with a 2-goal lead, right? Are you going to go up 3 or are you going to go back to a 1-goal lead? And this next goal, obviously, sets the pace for the rest of the game. Gagnon bringing it in, dumping it deep. Goes over Brooks. Gagnon gets it back. Holding. Shot. Doesn't get through. Hits gear. Morrissey flips it behind. Roth pins his guy. And Haas loses a stick. And he's going to stay out on the ice. Well, there you go. It's going to be Bull coming out, and they'll figure that out. But that broken stick, probably in Haas. And now Hopkins gets there. But the defense a little bit, maybe one step behind, and it was lucky there because Axel Ruski-Jones was there. Hopkins now has the puck, gets it over to J-Lo, and he gets it just out to neutral. They give it up to the Stampede, and that one's whipped in. Connor Jean has it. He flips it the length of the ice. Devlin's going to get there first, passes it in front, and a good chance there for the Stampede. Do they get a stop and play? They do. I'm not sure what the stop and play was.
I think they're calling it an icing there. If I'm correct, couldn't quite tell, but it's my best guess.
Yeah, well, it is a guess at this point, right? So,
it does look like it is coming back down this way. So they were saying that the defenseman would have beat or potentially been down there at the same time. So in the case of an icing, you're always going to give it to the defensive player.
Yeah, well, I think that's trying to listen to what's going on. I think I think that is exactly what they're going to call. But they're not reversing that call because it would have gone out to center. They are keeping with that call, which means that the Stampede have to stay out there. Amston has it now. Willis not able to get in front of that. Jean's got the puck. Jean with a shot. That goes up and into the netting, and they get a stop in play, which will allow a change. But I don't really think that was what they were after necessarily. I think they were just, Caleb, would you say they were more upset that the play just kind of stopped there, or the prior one, just that was the icing? They actually had some momentum there.
Yeah, I think that they believe that they won that race to it, and that would have given them some good offensive pressure. So I think that's where the frustration came from.
There you go. Devlin wins it, but they can't hold it in. Reese with some good defense, and now Amston gets it to Ruski-Jones. Comes back in with Higgins. Higgins skating low shot, that more of a shot pass into the corner, gets it bouncing hard. And then Higgins with a hit, and will come off the ice. That goes forward to the Stampede. 2 over on the left, Jean in front. And some good defense at the last moment for the Red Devils there. Ollie with it, throwing it back in. Connor Jean with a shot. Good save there by Carey. He was looking around, but it hit his glove and went behind. He went behind to his right, which was a surprise. And now Guerin's going to get to this puck. Pins it up against the kick plate. Willis with it again, holds it off the glass, and that's going to go out with a race. Guerin's going to get there first. Good skating by him. Passed to Bull, and a little bit of a flip shot in front. And Lowe with a great chance as he whipped that one in. Now Guerin, and Harry Lowe on a heater right now with that assist earlier. Playing really well. That's taken away. Guerin with a good steal at the blue line and keep it in. Jean's going to get there first, and he pays the price as Lowe knocks him into the glass. Puck stays in. Morrissey with a low runner in front, and chance again as that goes through the crease. Amston collects it, though, for the Stampede. And it'll be Byfield to pick it up for the Red Devils, but it's been the Red Devils the last couple of minutes here. Goes forward up to Haast. Taken away from him. Roth doing good on the defense there for the Stampede. And they're going to get it out of the zone. Connor Harrison with it. Gives it up. Back to Morrissey. Morrissey leaves it. True. And here come the Stampede. Roth with his eyes up looking across the ice, but he doesn't do anything with it. He gets held up at the point. McCarg in front, chance. And Roth just not on target there. Good dangerous chance for the Stampede. Now Gagnon with the returns of service. That shot goes right into the gear. He kind of was a little too steep on that one. And now Roth has the puck. Good play there by Higgins, just knocking him over. A chance. Gagnon's hand was slapped away there. That's a penalty. That is going to be the slash that gets called here. And it's...
Is he calling a penalty shot?
He is calling a penalty shot. Yeah, that is quite the call.
So on the replay here, I'm trying to see where that exactly was.
Yeah, just a kind of a slashing move right as Gagnon got in. So he gets a fair knockdown. Yeah, they're not going to have that on the replay. That was just too far in on it, but it is a penalty shot coming up, and a big one here for Gagnon. He's going to have to gather himself after he was slashed there. And the crowd not really sure what to think about this, but they are nervous for this one. 3-1 the score. We'll see if he can make it 4. Gagnon has the puck, and here we go. Oh, what a drag. Wow. Alex Gagnon taking another one, making it 4-1, and that one was pretty. We can see that one again, hopefully. The drag on that one just really caught him out. Let's see it. Just waited. What a beautiful shot. 4-1 the score. Red Devils up by 3 here. And that is a confidence builder, right, Caleb?
100%. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see how the Red Devils keep with this, because 3-goal lead in hockey, scariest lead. So hopefully they can keep the pressure up and not let down.
Canterbury knocking it forward. Goes up to Paik. And this is one where they have to be very careful not to give up a chance for the Stampede. Shot and a goal! It's as if they heard me. You have Flight coming in quickly. Who had that goal? That was...
Number 36, I believe, Logan Campbell.
And it was indeed Campbell.
It's a nice shot up and over the shoulder, and like you said, they got to be careful, otherwise Stampede can turn it back around. So
yeah, you have a chance to put out kind of a defensive line, and everybody just kind of backing off a little bit, and that is exactly the risk that you run. That penalty shot was Gagnon's superb shot, erased. 4-2 the score, and we get back underway here. But that is, well, not ideal. Red Devils still have 2 goals in front of them, and as if that slash never happened, we're still going that way. But it is a good example of how quickly the Stampede can strike. Shot. Carey knocks that one up into the crowd. And the Red Devils need some experience with playing with a lead, frankly.
100%.
Yeah.
Some scary chances this year, and some teams have been able to claw themselves back in. So we're 2 up, and let's just see if they can hold that and keep pushing.
Gagnon to take this one. Stampede win it. And Morrissey has that coming out, goes across the ice to Haast. He gains the zone, looking up, leaves it behind. Morrissey with a shot, and that is just outside. Hit the gear and pops up. And do we get an icing out of it? We do, as Hopkins back on the chase. We'll do it again. Sorry, go ahead.
Some nice hustle by Hopkins to try and beat that one out and get an offensive zone face-off. So,
hey, if there's one thing George does, he always hustles. There's no question about that. Gagnon takes that one. Another Stampede face-off win. Had a few in a row here. I think that's 3. And that puck goes in the zone. Devlin fighting for it. Gets it back to Ollie Ruski-Jones. And now Gagnon to tap in. And the Red Devils looking to exit the zone. Morrissey passing it forward up to Haast on the tape. Charges through, goes through the middle, shot. And that one-timer goes into somebody's gear. It's going to probably bruise somebody, but that one hit hard, but doesn't get through to Brooks, and that one jumps out of play. We'll have a face-off in the offensive zone. So with just under 6 minutes to go, it looks like momentum has slowed a little bit. What'd you say, Caleb?
Does feel that way. It's nice to still see that there's some shots going both ways. Some good chances right there on net as well. So, yeah, it slowed down a little bit, but I think there's still some good room for improvement.
Willis from the blue line caused a rebound, but the Stampede got to it. Now it's back out to neutral. Harrison dumping it in deep. Dadov gets there, passes it out, and the exit pass across the ice to Lowe. Lowe handles it well, comes in the zone. Roth with a good defensive play there, but that puck goes into Guerin. Guerin with a shot. Doesn't get through the defender there. And a good flip forward by Harrison, but he's taken out of the play. Guerin has it, turns around, and it stays in the corner. 2 Stampede on it, but it's the Red Devils that come out with it. Guerin has it. Guerin flips it in. It's going to go off the ice after a very good shift. It goes deep, and that was offside. I think it was Flight just kind of taking off a little early.
Jumped in a little early. It was a good look from the defenseman, but that will bring it back into their D zone. So, although a bit of a jump, did cost them and brings it back down low.
So with a 2-goal lead, the Red Devils continue to fight through this second period. And they've had some offensive chances, but they're gonna have to back off of this one. As that's fumbled away to Chalice. He's gonna gain the zone. Goes out to the far point. Shot pass in off the backboards. And he's down deep. Comes out of the corner and goes back to neutral. Flight flipping it back over. Chalice dumping and going off the ice. Lowe can't play it. Gives a chance for the Stampede, but a good defensive effort deflecting the puck. Now it's Haas up the right side. Haas through the legs. Great pass to Morrissey, but he couldn't get that one on target as that was a little late. And then that one's going to go backwards as Gagnon has to reset. Connor Jean on him. Brown with the pass forward to Haas. He comes in the zone, and that was offside as he just jumped ahead.
And the same thing there. It's going to bring the face-off back just a little bit. To me, it looked like that was a little bit of a closer one, but
yeah, but a clean look. The linesman had that clean look, so it's one of those marginal calls. But he's got to take that chance, because if he does jump that and get it right, that's a great chance for the Red Devils. Devlin to take this one against Lowe, or against Boole, excuse me. Roth bringing it in. Roth passing. And that one gets out to the left side. Higgins with it. Gains the zone, leaves it behind for Reese. Reese looks. Pass in front. Oh, and Higgins had a chance. He sends it back through, over the crease. High out there for Brown. He hits a one-timer, goes deflecting off of a stick. Higgins collects it. And now Roth gets the puck. Back to Jean. Good sequence there for the Devils. Jean gets rid of it to Roth. Deflected a little bit. And it goes to that backboard. It'll be Higgins getting to it first, but he can't do anything with a puck. And then a good move, trying to get it to Boole, was Higgins, but that's intercepted. Roth back out there, getting it to Jean. Shot, deflected, and good defense again for the Red Devils, holding their shape and keeping that away from a close-in chance. Devlin sweeping it in. Willis looking up and allowing the forecheck to back off. Sits behind the cage and waits to get started. Passes it forward. Lowe takes that pass, and they call that one, it was offside. Now they've tagged up. In front, Lowe had it. Lowe knocked off the puck. Harrison with it. Good play there by the Stampede defensively. Byfield's going to get a hold of it and dump it back in and not allow the Stampede to get set yet. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the second period. Lowe skating through, but it's Amston. Amston continuing, and Carey with a stop. Amston a bit upset that he didn't get a better quality shot there.
He had a nice move. That line of Gallagher, Guerin, and Harry Lowe has been doing pretty well tonight. So for them to get a chance out of a rush off them, it's a good chance for him. Yeah. I'm sure he's frustrated to not get that one, but got to be happy with offense's own face-off.
Yeah, and it's good getting contributions from a third line like that.
Yeah,
big help. Morrissey comes out to True. Long shot in, stick save, goes into the corner, hits the netting, and will be another face-off. I think that's part of what you don't really see in a hockey club. It's the contribution levels made by not the first line make a big difference at this level especially.
If you're blocking shots, if you're being a pest like Harry Lowe or like we've talked about Dylan Devlin doing, it can be a very, very big impact on the team, not only offensively, but just shutting down, keeping the pressure on, and playing very good defensive hockey.
Byfield's going to end up with this puck. And Morrissey knocks it out. He's got a 2-on-1 if he goes quickly. Haast up the right side. Morrissey left. Morrissey with a shot. Dumped in front, and Brooks jumps on it. A good chance there, but not a clean shot. And Brooks making the most of that as he gets a stop in play. Here's the replay.
The defensive player, Max Roth, played that very well.
Yeah. He kept him outside.
Keep him outside, yeah.
Yeah.
So Michael Morrissey with as good of a look as he was going to get on that one.
And Morrissey will take this face off. He wins it. Goes back to Gagnon. Shot. Glove save. He fumbled it for a minute, but Brooks grabbed it and will do it again. Well, it's been an interesting back and forth with the momentum. It just feels like for a minute it goes one way, a minute it goes the other way, and we're back on the Red Devils moment. Gagnon can't keep it in the zone. Tappan's going to get it, but good play there by Gene. Gives it back to Haast. He cycles back, gives it to Gagnon. Goes in the blue line, leaves it behind for Morrissey. Drop pass, shot in front. Chance, two in the crease. They can't knock that one home, and they got to be careful because they're 3-on-2 here. Devlin brings it in, looking for Roth, but he can't do it. He leaves it at the point. Blue line shot high, and a glove save by Carey. He bails him out as the Stampede had numbers there.
Some good chances to get a little bit of chaos in front, but with that does come a little bit of odd numbers going the other way if the puck does get turned over. So good to see Tim Carey come up with that save and keep the boys in it.
Yeah, he's been fairly solid in net. Just you see a lot of things going, not being given up as a rebound. That's the biggest thing. A lot of one and dones against Carey so far. Now they're going to ask Willis to back up with Gene. Stampede win that face-off. That's deflected, goes up and into the netting after an Amston shot, and they'll do it again.
Seems like face-offs have been a little bit jumpy tonight. Players are keen to get in it, and if you can get a little extra jump, it just helps your team out, but you can't jump too early, so hence the reason it keeps popping back down.
And that one's going to just get outside of the zone. Stampede waiting. Roth throws it back in. Kick save as that was on target. Brown's going to send it around the boards. Does it stay in? It does. Good move there. And played by a high stick. So that'll come out of the zone. Just a very good play at the point there by Amston. That's the kind of thing that doesn't really get on the score sheet, but that's very high quality. And this one's going to come out of the zone as that was played by a high stick of the Stampede. So it's not a high stick penalty. That's when you hit the player with it. But if you play the puck, just to be clear about that, that was the high stick we're talking about here. Willis getting it out of the zone. No icing here. Higgins is going to chase this down. Amston gets there first. And it goes out to neutral. Gene with it, carrying it in. He's holding it, and another save. Flashing the leather is Tim Carey. They'll let Gene continue to shoot outside the dot every time if Carey's going to have a good look at it. We'll see it here on the replay. Yeah, it's just too much time. If Carey's got that much of a time and look, he's going to make the stop there, and that's That's quality defense, and I'm a little surprised at how quickly they're pulling the trigger for the Stampede there, kid.
Absolutely. I think they're just trying to get some shots off now, trying to put pucks on net, and Tim's been very, very good to the task, and hopefully will continue that way. But yeah, I think Stampede are just trying to get anything going towards them that they can.
That was a fluttery one that comes in for a glove save. And I think you're right. At this point, you start the momentum with pucks at the net for the Stampede, and it's unusual to see them kind of thinking of it that way, but you can tell that is what they're after. Icing's the call here. Roth gets back in time, and with 14 seconds to go in the second period, they're just trying to get through this one without giving up anything silly and get to the sheds here with the 2-goal lead. Another win by the Stampede. That has really been a game changer today. Gagnon has it now, and they take it out of the zone. Coming in with just 5 seconds to go, Gagnon held up. It's behind the net. They're going to just wait this one out, and period 2 over. That's been a good one. I know they gave up the last goal to the Stampede, but 3 for the Red Devils is quite an accomplishment, Caleb.
100%. Heck of a period. Good way to put a couple away early and hold that. Stampede did get their 1 goal, but it's been nice to see the Red Devils have kept pushing, haven't really let that overcome them or anything like that just yet. So hopefully they can keep up with that for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and I didn't see too much of the... what would worry me from the Red Devils side of things is giving up counterattacks. And they did give up a couple, but it didn't seem egregious in any way. That they were doing a very good job of kind of holding things together and not giving up. When they did give up the puck, they didn't give up a man advantage very often, which is so critical to when we were talking earlier, just at the end here where I was saying Gene is taking shots from distance. He's outside the face-off dot when he takes that shot. If he gets closer, he's able to get closer because the player doesn't get back defensively. It might be a completely different outcome, and it's that close of a margin. And it's good to see that the defense is coming back at the right time and not getting played out by the Stampede and allowing them to jump like they did in the very first part of the first period.
They're able to hold that back and just keep them to the outside, keep low percentage shots, and it's definitely worked in the Red Devils' favor. Tim's been very solid in net, and he's turning away any of those low percentage shots. So 29-3 in shots. They definitely have a little bit of an advantage at the moment, but like we've said, Tim's done very, very well, and a lot of those shots are not high percentage slots, anything in the middle. So it's been good to see that that's been turned away.
Yep. So normally we do interviews at the end of the period, and normally we grab a player, but since I have a player right here, Caleb, I want to interview you just a little bit, if that's all right. So 3 questions that I've got to come up with as the arena turns dark. And let's just start. Remind me again, where do you live?
I live up in Wellington currently.
Okay.
And am playing for the Red Devils in a kind of fly-in, fly-out assimilated import spot. So been living up there for about 7-8 years and have enjoyed it thoroughly. So it's where I currently reside.
And speaking of where you currently reside, you previously resided in a place relatively close to where I previously resided. Maybe you could tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. From Colorado in the U.S., born and raised. Spent about 22 years of my life there in a beautiful place called Aurora, but went to school in Highlands Ranch, and that's where I played most of my ice hockey. So it was a very great place to grow up, snowy mountains, and make my way down here to try to develop ice hockey and just have a cool, laid-back atmosphere here in New Zealand.
Well, I just remember, I'm old enough to remember when they opened the Pepsi Center and the Avs showed up and, felt bad for Quebec, but that became just the biggest market and the biggest draw in town, and that must have had some sort of an influence on you.
Absolutely. I'm a 95 born, so I was in Colorado right when the Avalanche made it, first year. Get to see a Stanley Cup. Well, I guess they're in Colorado for a Stanley Cup, and it's been nice to see them really develop hockey in the state and the region, and everything just pop off. So awesome. Unfortunate for the Quebec Nordiques.
Yes.
But hey, we're very lucky to have the Avalanche come there.
And last question for the interview is, going forward in Wellington, kind of looking at opportunities here, how has the experience been playing with the Red Devils? We also, I want to be on a team and all that. What makes this kind of a unique thing that somebody might want to know that, hey, the Red Devils, it's really cool because...
It's a very inviting group. From the moment I stepped in, everybody on the staff, from the management and Graham Tappan, all the way up to the coach and Anton, and to the players, Sean Brown, and I've stayed with George Hopkins while I've been down this way. Like, everybody's just been a very good culture, a very good team, and just been awesome to play with and get to know. So got the chance to play with the Dunedin Thunder last year, which was really cool as well. And those are some awesome guys, and I had a great time with them. But coming in here, man, it's been a really cool atmosphere, really cool experience, and something that I hope more of our young players get to do as we start developing those guys.
Excellent. Caleb, thank you very much for taking the time to answer some questions. Now you only have 20 minutes left that we can actually talk some actual game stuff here. But 4-2 the score here for the Red Devils. About where you'd want to see the Red Devils going into a third period if they're going to steal one here from the Stampede. They have played pretty well, so I guess we'll come back in probably about 5 or 6 minutes here and bring you a third period action from the Alpine Ice. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you shortly.
Building a second dwelling can get complicated pretty quickly. Between the noise, builders, and delays, it's stressful. Expanders are delivered as a finished unit, ready to be set up on your land in a single day. Want to check the quality? Come in, have a cuppa, and book a viewing at the warehouse.
The Red Devils would like to thank Expanders, quality portable and expandable buildings designed for New Zealand conditions. Precision built off-site, delivered ready to use, and transforming on-site. Real space without a full build. Tappan Logistics, proud Christchurch partners of the Red Devils. When your freight has to move, the team at Tappan gets it where it needs to be on time. Happy Scrappy, privately owned, family-run, and New Zealand's largest recycler of used automotive batteries. Competitive pricing, friendly service, and a skip and bin service across the Canterbury region. 80 years on Blenheim Road. Beckford Sports Medicine, keeping you active. From backyard cricketers to elite athletes, Beckford specializes in the diagnosis, management, and prevention of sports and musculoskeletal injuries. Performance Plus Physio, a team of professional physios in Addington and Wigram dedicated to excellence in physical therapy. ACC accredited, no GP referral required. Reform Radiology, advanced diagnostic imaging in Central Christchurch. X-ray, MRI, CT, and the South Island's first private nuclear medicine service across 2 clinics on Antigua and Kilmore Streets. Futaporo, awesome accountants where business success meets championship spirit. Since 1993, Futaporo has brought grit, strategy, and teamwork to clients across Aotearoa. Get on the team, play to win.
Skating's only part of it. Alpine ice.
Koto, welcome back everybody to the Alpine Ice. A little bit of an impromptu thing here. I think I mentioned earlier, Caleb, we were talking about this, the 150th game for Sean Brown. It really came down to, there was a math mistake, and they realized that today was the game, not yesterday. So I think that's what they're doing here, is just have everybody come out quickly and acknowledge the actual game here for Sean Brown. And yeah, it's a little odd after the second period, is it not?
Yeah, usually wait for the second half here. Yeah, usually you get something before the game or potentially after the game, but a little bit of a weird one in between the second and third.
Well, at least they got it done, I guess. But like we were talking about with Sean earlier, he was gracious enough to catch up with us after the first period. Big congratulations to him on making it to 150. So there you go, all done, all over, ceremonies complete. Thank you. And we are on our way to the third period action here. So I should also say, just before we get started, lots of groups out here, and we really appreciate it. It is very sold out. Third period action coming up here. They're just about to get ready as we drop the puck. 4-2 the score in favor of the Red Devils, and off we go. The Red Devils get the puck. It's thrown in quickly, and Willis has it on the clean sheet of ice. Passes it. No look from Higgins. Shot. Oh, and it hit Brown, thankfully, because Carey couldn't see it because Brown was in front of him. And now Bull's breaking out. Up to Higgins. Higgins leaves it behind for Bull. Shot. Hits the pipe. And that one comes out quickly. Good defense there to prevent the fast break for the Stampede, but a good chance there by Bull, just hitting the crossbar. And that one popped up. Devlin with it. Shot. And Carey ready for his first action as well. Willis trying to send that down to Haast. He's going to get there first. Gives it to Morrissey. Morrissey with a move. He's got to circle back. Comes out of the zone. They leave it behind, and everybody waits for the Stampede to collect it. Morrissey on the forecheck. As we start quickly here in the third period, Byfield has it now. Gives it to Haas. He gets taken off his stick. Rusky Jones gives it to Amston and goes off the hard off the sideboard. And fight for it, and Flight tries to take it away. He pokes away at it. Morrissey makes him pay with a bounce off the shoulders. And now it's Gagnon with some speed. Takes the zone, comes in, rips one high and wide, goes up into the netting, and we get a stop in play. I think we got the score bug fixed, Caleb.
It's good to see that. Looks like everything's back up and running, so hopefully everybody at home can see that well.
Yeah, that was a weird one. So apologies for the extras that you had to deal with there, but technology is what it is. And yeah, now that's a tough one for us, but we got it figured out. To stay in. Guerin keeps it in, and that stays. Well, now they decide, I think it was offside. I think it was just they had to check on that one. It's best guess. Unless they're playing it. Yeah, I think that's just a late offside call there.
Yeah, it looks like it, yeah.
So we'll try it again here. It'll be Gallagher to face off against McCog. Stampede winning a lot of face-offs today. I keep saying that, but it is a big difference between, and that is going to be a penalty. Holding the stick on Guerin, he got caught.
I think potentially actually a hook.
Could have been a hook, yeah.
Yeah, got him right in the hands on that one. Probably a pretty good call by the ref. They were letting a lot of things go in the first and second period, but probably try and keep it a little bit tighter as we get into the third here.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Hooking call is the call. So it'll be 2 minutes against Guerin, and the Red Devils on the power play, or on the penalty kill here, excuse me, to start this third period out early. Jean's got it. Leaves it for Amston, back to Jean, back to Amston. They play back and forth. 3 on that board over there for the Stampede. McCog. And they try to get rid of it, but Jean saw that one the whole way, goes and chases down the puck. Now Amston digging away, gets it in the corner, and now the Red Devils have to back off a little bit. Out to Roth, to Jean, Backhanded to Amston. Amston's going to get a shot here. Doesn't go in all the way. Puck behind the net. And there's a chance here for Bull. Instead of just getting rid of it, Bull's going to take it. High shot. Oh, and that was a dangerous one. Kind of handcuffed Brooks a little bit as it came in on his wrist. But that's going to come in quickly. 3-on-2. Shot. Gene can't get that one on target. May have had his stick lifted or deflected there. Now Gene's got it. Out to Amston. Amston with a high shot. That's deflected coming in. Goes off the glass. Comes back out to Roth. The half boards. He takes it low. Goes behind. In front. Chances. Scores. McCarr getting it off the backboard. And too quick for Carey. And that's 4-3. Stampede down by just 1.
A bit of a nice passing play down low. They're able to get it down below the goal line and just a nice pass in front. Not much Kim Carey can do right there. Just a good shot and a good play.
Yeah, this is what happens on the power play when you see this move around. Freer with a good pass getting it out front, but you just don't know how that's going to come out of the goal, and you can't defend everything when you're a man down. Flight's going to take this one against Gagnon. Pair of 88s you don't see very often. And Gagnon wins that one. The Red Devils with the puck and a 1-goal lead. As we get going in the third period, up to Haas. Haas with a shot, off target. Little low shot. That comes in quickly. That one's knocked away by Brooks. Haas across the ice. Gagnon gets rid of it out of his skates. Lowe sends it deep behind. Haas with it, looking for Morrissey. Leaves it out for Gagnon. High shot off the pipe.
Oh, he had no idea where that puck was.
None at all. Never saw it come through, and it just hit the high corner and came outside instead of going in the net. Roth has it now, and the Red Devils trying to get the 2-goal lead back. Turned over to Flight in a risky place. And another chance, a backhander by Campbell, and now that's going to go up to Haas. Haas leaves, takes it, shot, and it goes into the gear. Another shot, Brooks has it. Brooks holds on to it. As it was a kind of a, could have been a dangerous one as it rolled off a little bit. But Brooks up to the task as he moved to the right and got big.
Nice stop, and it was a good little shot to get on net, but not much from a high danger area. So Ashton Brooks is up to that one.
Amston has it, taken away, and try to get that puck back in front to Higgins, but Stampede end up with it. Passed forward, up to Gene, 2-on-1. Good play there by Willis. Defense in place, and Higgins holds on to it. They can't get out of the zone. Stampede with it still. Shot by Gene, deflected as it came in. Brown in the right spot there. Lift back for Higgins, for Willis to go back to Higgins, excuse me. He gives it up to Amston. Shot, and Carey holds on to a dangerous turnover there.
Absolutely, and like we said, just keep it simple, get it out, but if you turn it over the blue line, you're going to add to some bad high danger chances for the other team. So good way for Tim to turn that away, but try to get the puck out of the zone so we don't give those up.
Devlin to take this one to Gene. On a chance and a goal. He never saw it. I never saw it going through because of all the traffic, and that one snuck by. 4-4 the score. The Stampede are back even with the Red Devils.
That's a tough one and a good way to get people in front, cause a little bit of traffic, a little bit of chaos, and they're able to tie that one up. So 4-4 game, back to even, and we'll see how we go.
Yeah, it looked like Carey was a little bit handcuffed on that, but not able to see that until it's really late. And this is how the Stampede consistently turn it on against opponents. Chance in front. Oh, and that flipped up, and an extra there by Roth. And that's going to cause some back and forth as we're back to 5-on-5. They're going to get rid of a few players here. Oh, Devlin and Byfield talking now. Yep, Devlin doing what he does, just talking, and Byfield not dealing with it very well. This is clearly an ego matchup between some people here, Caleb.
And it's a scary sight because you got to make sure you keep your tempers in check. you know, in a tight game like this, Stampede are going to do some things to try and get under your skin. So I know this might be a little bit of a rollover from the last Stampede series, some injuries and things like that potentially, but can't let that get to you. You just got to play hard and battle through it.
Well, let's see how this plays out because to be fair here, we don't know if the penalties are going to go evenly or not. Devlin was doing a lot of jawing, but that's his game, right? He just gets you off your sorts, and it just I think it's I'm going to say the word immaturity, not in the worst way. Just that, again, you have to be used to playing a team like this, and they're going to go 4-on-4 according to Amston, so that's going to be, we'll see how that plays out, but that's what I think they're going to put the players on the ice, will be 4-on-4. So 2 minutes for roughing, and I think it'll be against both players. We'll see who gets the gate. It'll be Lowe. Not a surprise there. He's going to jump in every chance and defend his players, but no, it is 5-on-4. Excuse me. I thought I saw Amston waving the 4 around. I thought that's what they were going to do, but it is only a roughing call against Harry Lowe.
It's a bit interesting. I didn't quite see where that one came from, but obviously there was a bit of a push in front of the net, and they always take the retaliation, so that must have been where it came from.
And as such, the Red Devils are on a penalty kill here. They rim it around the boards. Max Roth holds it in. That goes down the boards. Brown gets to it first. He pays the price. That puck goes out and the length of the ice as they get a release early on this power play. Minute 45 to go on the low roughing. Stampede trying to get some velocity going in. Amston passes to Roth. Roth going deep on the goal line, gives it back to Amston high on the point. He's going to walk it in a little bit. Takes a shot, bouncer, and Carey holds on to it, gets a whistle, and face-off coming up.
A nice little way to turn 24 Freer around, because he's in front of the net. He's good with his stick, and it's a good job by the defenseman to clear him out.
Face-off here, McCarg wins it for the Stampede. Gagnon gets it back for a moment, and as it flutters around, Brown's going to be the first one to get it off the boards. Gagnon now has it. Will he clear it up? No, he just passes it lightly to Morrissey as they come up on a chance here, but it's going to be Morrissey just more or less killing time, and they make some changes defensively. Willis, Bull, Tappan, and Haast out there. In front, Jean can't get that to McCog. McCog looking for it in front, and he passed that one just in time, and that goes down to Amston. Down low, Freer fighting for it but loses it. Good play there, Hayden Bull getting rid of that one. Haast in front nearly grabbed that off the stick of Brooks. Bit of game of chicken there by Brooks, and he nearly lost it. Roth coming in up the right side. Out to Jean. Other side, high shot. Hits the gear of Carey and goes up and out of play. And we're going to stop with 17 seconds to go on the minor.
It's nice to see a few clears by the Red Devils here and wind it down and try to kill some time. Stampede have had some good chances, and for that one right there to move it across the net and Carey to be able to move and make that save is a really nice stop. So hopefully 17 seconds left on the kill, they can keep it going.
Big face-off here, and the Red Devils control it, but only slightly. Whipped out, and Chalice can't hold it in at the blue line. That will more or less end the advantage for the Stampede. We'll pass it out here, and it's Devlin. Big shot in by Devlin. Glove save, and we're going to stop as Harrison skates in. Carey doesn't want anything to do with it, and I don't blame him. If that high riser's coming in, he may as well just hold it and play for the face-off. So with 7 minutes gone and the lead gone, 13 to go here, and we're all square.
All square. Shots are still coming from Stampede, so Red Devils got to find a way to get the next one and just see if they can keep the pressure on. Stay out of the box and keep making saves.
Gallagher gives that one up. And Rusky Jones with a good shot. He's trying to get it on target. It would have gone right, but Carey gloves it anyways, and we'll do it again. Rusky Jones again has it, sends it back to Flight. Flight sending it back to Amston, but it gets intercepted. And now there's Lowe out of the penalty box. He's going to send it up to Guerin. Stampede get that out. Now Brown has it. Guerin flips it forward. Brown's got to go back and collect that as he's got Flight coming after him. Passed out to neutral. Gallagher collects it. Gallagher chopped at. Referee's not interested in a slash there. Morrissey gets in front of it, but it is the Stampede clearing it for a moment. Tappan's going to get to this puck. Tappan knocked into the boards. Arm stays down, and it's getting a little bit rough out there, Caleb. We were just talking about maybe it was tightening up. I think it's the opposite. Shot high into the glass over the crossbar. Gallagher has it. Lowe can't play it. Harrison keeps it in. And the Red Devils needing a bit of exit strength here. And there it comes with a flighted shot by Tappan to get that out to neutral. Roth with it. Host on the forecheck. Roth still has it. Roby loses it to Gagnon. Gagnon move. Shot. And Brooks holds on to it. Boy, did he put a move on him there. I thought he had the upper right corner. But, yeah, Brooks was in the right spot.
And like you said, we thought it got a little bit tighter with some of these calls, and maybe they're letting some things go. It's a hard job down there to be a referee, so they got to try to manage the game as best they can, and hopefully we can capitalize on something here. Yeah,
the rest don't want to decide these games, especially the close ones, so I know that's what they're thinking about, not making anything wrong there, and doing a good job so far. Goes around to Rusky Jones. Sent the length of the ice, but Carey's going to play this one. Whips it out, and players had to duck for that one. And now Morrissey with it and a chance. He's upended by Freer. That's going to be a penalty. Byfield has it now. Carey's getting off the ice. They stopped it. I don't know why they stopped this one. That one's going to be, it's too many? Yeah, so there was the way that works is you're pulling the goalie off to get 6-on-5, but the player came onto the ice too early as the goalie was coming off. So that's why the stop in play there. It's close, but that's what it is, and Freer's going to go for the hook.
Man, that's unfortunate. You look for one of those chances to give you a little bit of a boost, and somebody else jumps on the ice. I can't quite tell if they're just going to do a stoppage of play, and that's where it starts, or if it's going to go 5-5. Looks like still a PK. It's
still still definitely a penalty. It wouldn't be a 6-man penalty because of in this case, because that would just stop play. So no call on that. So that's why we're going to continue with the power play here for the Red Devils.
Okay, thank you for the clarification on that one.
There's a lot going on, and sometimes it's hard to see up here when you're looking and the other part of the game is going on in a way well away from it. That's what makes it interesting to me. Gagnon with a shot. Bull throws it forward. Haast. Do they keep it close? They do. Haast has it in the corner. Looking to get rid of it. Heavy check there. All 4 players for the Stampede on that side of the ice, so they were trying to get it across to the other end. And that bumps up and hits netting, so it'll be another face-off. They're going to want it on that right side for Gagnon to win this one. I think he's going up against Devlin, if I see that right. It is. Gagnon gets that one, stays in at the blue. Oh, and Haas just lets it hop over his stick. And now Devlin with a shot. Glove save. And he's going to have to put a glove on it and get a face-off. Great work there by Dylan Devlin to kill quite a bit of penalty time on that.
Was a nice play, and like we've said, he's been very, very much of a pest in this game, so he's doing his job well. Putting pucks on net and getting stoppages, so see what we can do on this power play and maybe get some more shots going.
Bull wins that one. An important face-off here so they can get started. And the Red Devils coming out of their zone. Devlin at the blue line, but they get past him. Tappan brings it in the zone. They skate in, he holds up, and the Stampede play that compressed box, shot in, and I think that's a goaltender save. I'm not sure that he knew where he had it, but it looked like a glove save.
Looked like it might have been that blocker. I couldn't quite tell.
Yeah, I thought it was blocker side, but he held on to it. It's almost like it snuck in under the under the arm. Nobody can see us talking, but Caleb perfectly gestured exactly where the puck is. And now the Red Devils have it after the faceoff. Gagnon goes to the other side. Haas with a shot, hits a stick, hits flight stick. Now he's going to get it back. Haas holding on to it at the point, goes low, across the ice again. Gagnon walks it in. One move, takes the shot, and it goes in! Deflected, and it hits the post, bounces down. Brooks thought he had it, but it bounced exactly where the Red Devils want it. They go up 5-4. Post
right off
shot.
The corner, off Mike Morrissey, and Luke Tappan puts it in?
That's a good one. Let's take a look. It went off somebody indirectly. No, we're going to give that one to Tappan there, as it didn't look like it was across the line. He slapped it forward. I think he got a touch on it. But we'll leave that one to the official scorers. We don't care. It's 5-4.
100%. Nice to see them capitalize on that one, and now we're back up 5-4.
And this is exactly where the Red Devils need to be careful with the personnel that they have out there. Henari's out there. Higgins is out there. Reese is out there, this second line. And they need to hold on to the defense. High shot that goes off the glass. And they survive that first shot. Henare gets it to Brown. Brown to McCarg. Close to a high stick there. That goes in front. Amston has it out front. Shot. That doesn't get through. Higgins has it in the skates. Henare knocking his player down. Roby looking for it. Goes out to the half boards. Harrison out to the blue line. Rusky Jones throwing it in. That's going to draw a call. It'll be Willis. That's going to go to the box here in just a minute. He doesn't have a stick. 6-on-5 for the moment. And the Red Devils look like they played it there, but that'll go the length of the ice. And the Stampede still have it 6-on-5. They're looking for a touch here. The Red Devils need to stop play by just touching it. 6-on-5 for the moment as the Stampede goaltender out of the net. And they effectively start their power play now. Roth bringing it in. And that's where they get the call, the touch up. And that is going to be a hold.
And it seems like the amount of times we go back and forth, calling it tight, letting a few things go. I'm not really too sure where the line's at here, but it looks like that one is definitely a hold, and he pulls him down to the ice pretty hard. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, Willis he's in a position where it looks like he's holding on to him because of the way he falls. I'm not sure he had much of a hold on him. He may have cross-checked him a little bit there, but I mean, if you called that a trip, I could see where you got tripped forward or whatnot, but I'm not sure he was held. But I think that the call being made was right. He was interfered with in such a way that it was unfair. What you call just does not matter in the end, right? That's my opinion, but I mean, from that angle, maybe they wouldn't see it. What do we see here? Oh, yeah, we have a little bit of a discrepancy on this. The clock's a little bit funny on our side again. It's okay, so it's running in the stadium, so I think that's what they're trying to fix. I'm not sure what's going on. The clock's still going. They're trying to correct that. So thanks for the shout there, Nate. I don't think it's ours that's the problem, but at the moment, Chris, can you just take that overlay down for the moment, just to see if that's what it is? No, actually don't take it down. They may end up having to use it. Chris, leave it there. And yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but the clock in play wasn't looking right. The overlay not working to our standards today. And I think we're going to go with a small clock up on the board out there. You won't see that on the stream, but they're using the one that's off of our stream right now, which is interesting. Fingers crossed that holds out, but that is correct right now. And with Willis going in for hooking, now Freer. Gagnon doing a great job of getting the puck away from him, playing out high, not allowing much of a shot. And Morrissey taking that one in the shins, goes out to Gene. Pass back to Amston, out to Gene. Shot, low shot, that goes off the boards. Roth to Gene, out to Amston. The shooting gallery is fully on here. Roth getting it back off the corner after the rebound. Brown gets it. Brown with a great clearance there. And they're going to get off the ice. It'll be Boole, Haast, Tappan, and Brown out there for the kill. And the Stampede have to get reset. 52 seconds to go, and they're doing a great job on this kill after that shooting gallery that was started. They haven't been able to set up since. Roth bringing it in with some speed. Holds up at the point. That pass goes out of the zone. They're going to have to recollect it. Turn over to Boole. Now Haast has it one-on-one. Good move out there, but he's going to be a little too far out, and he's going to just hold the puck, kill some clock. And he's brought down. No call there. That is off to the side there with Boole. 14 seconds to go on this one. And covered up as Flight comes in. Carey holds on to it. And they're not allowing a change on this one because Carey apparently had a choice to play it. With Flight coming in that quickly, that was...
I think if the puck's dumped from over the red line...
Oh, from over the red line. Yes, you are correct on that one.
And yeah, Tim Carey has to if he covers that one, there's no change for the defensive team.
Great catch. Great catch on that rule. Wonder if that's an NHL rule or not.
It's a good question. I'm not too sure. I know we play double IHF rules, but yeah. I'm not too sure on the NHL rules for that one.
Interesting. There are a lot of different rules of the IHF, that's for sure. Tappan getting rid of this one. It hits a skate of a linesman, so it doesn't go that far. He's going to get it back again, and we're back to 5-on-5. Penalty killed, and a good hit there into the boards. Now Harrison brings it over the blue line, tipped away by the Red Devils. Reese with it, Reese getting rid of it, and causing the chaos necessary defensively. Higgins jumping in on that one, and they had to let that one go. Well, they were trying to get an icing there, but if they had done what they needed to do to get the icing, they'd had a 6-man. So anyway, Reese with it. Reese is going to leave it in front, but now Gene has it. 1-on-2, 2-on-2 as they come in. Brown's got to play Devlin. Third man comes in. Hopkins plays the defense just right. And there's one where where Lowe goes down, and another incident where the arm also stays down. Lowe's going to come off the ice. Haast back out there. Haast digs and Freer goes by him, but the puck goes past Amston. Gagnon watches carefully. Stampede have it low. Gene gets rid of it. Now it's Haast. He's got to skate hard here. 2-on-1 if he's got Gagnon. To Gagnon. It's in his skates. He can't do anything with it as he was skating backwards hard, but that puck just stuck at his ankles and he couldn't get it out in time. And now the Stampede throw it forward. Are they going to get an ice here because Hopkins is skating on that one? No, they are not. In front chance. Dug up and flinged out by Lowe. Now Gagnon comes in.
And a little
what's
flash?
that?
Maybe it's
no.
flash, maybe not.
Chance for Gagnon. Oh, and he had that wide open net, but it was deflected on the way in. Rusky Jones doing good with the defense there. Gagnon, shot. Pad save. Haast pays the price, goes into the boards. Tappan keeps it in. Goes around, back to Haast. Haas with his back to the goal, looking to try to get that out. It's going to go out of the zone. JLo's going to pick it up, give it back to Tappan, and they'll reset the offense. Tappan going around the net, bothered on the forecheck by Chalice, but now the Red Devils move it out. Guerin may let it go. They do get the icing here as Guerin doesn't touch it, and they'll go to the other side of the ice with 4 minutes to go. It's still a 1-goal lead here for the Red Devils here. Caleb, I'm not seeing any kind of park the bus, but do you adjust anything here?
I wouldn't. At this stage, they're playing hard. You don't want to step back and give the Stampede a chance to get in it. So as much as you can, just keep...
Amston to Roth, and he couldn't do anything. Carey didn't see that puck, but it's coming the other way. Harry Lowe with it over the blue line, skates in the middle, takes a shot that's deflected, and they're going to come back just as quickly, but the defense is set. Gene comes through the middle. Gene with it. Shot goes into the corner, deflected away, comes out to neutral. Won't be an ice here. They're going to get the line change they need. And once again, the Red Devils with a good shift there. Out to Freer. Freer walks it in. Turned over. Not played by the player coming off the ice. Gallagher very smartly avoids the 6-player minor penalty. That's deflected. Brown's going to get there first. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go here. Higgins tries to get it from Rusky Jones. That's deflected away. True. And now Higgins. I think they're called hand pass.
He closed his hand on the puck.
Closed his hand on the puck.
And they're going to call, I don't know if that's delay a game or if that's actually...
It's 2 minutes. And a timeout being called. Do we have that one on replay? I'd love to see if we do, because that is closing the hand on the puck in the air. Let's take a look at that if we can. If we don't have it, but it doesn't. I mean, it initially appeared to me that it just bounced off his glove.
To me, it looked like he tried to grab it and bring it down, but because he might have spun, that might be what the ref thinks of a close and drop. So, guess we'll wait to see if there is a replay or if they have an explanation on something like that. But
yeah, but either way, we've gone to a timeout with 3 minutes to go. It's going to be a 2-minute penalty. Higgins is going to sit, and the Red Devils are going to have to hold off SkyCity Stampede's vaunted power play for effectively 3 minutes to win this game in regulation. The key factor here is, we can talk about points and all the other standing stuff after we get done, but in the meantime, they're going to be on the power play for 2 minutes, and if they're still behind, expect Brooks to be out, and it'll be 6-on-5 in that. That is, we're back underway. Roth gets it back to Gene. Amston.
Looks like we got another delayed call too.
Another penalty. What was it?
Looks like Willis in front of the net. Gonna give a cross check.
Cross check. And a little extra there. Morrissey not appreciated by Carey. We'll just see if that's exactly what it's called.
My
2
apologies,
minutes.
I think Sean Brown.
2 minutes cross checking for Sean Brown. Well, that is not ideal, as the Red Devils now face a very uphill task. The three on the ice, Gagnon, Morrissey, and Willis. And it is a 5-on-3 that they've got to close out here against the Stampede. It goes back to Gene. They're going to play the triangle out high, and it's going to be a shooting gallery for a little bit here. Any clearance is a good one. Amston with it. In front, chance. Carries on top of it, gets a save, and covers up for a very important face-off. 2:32 to go, and the 3-on-5 continues.
It's a minute and 30 of this 5-on-3. It's a little scary, so hopefully they keep doing that, shut it down, and just send the puck, kill some time.
And this is where Gagnon's out there. They're going to let that go. The referee had the arm up. They continue here. Gene, shot, save. In front, it's in front of Carey, and Carey gets his glove down and gets another save. I thought they were going to call back that faceoff. It looked like they were.
couldn't quite tell what happened there, but they let it play on, and Tim's able to get a save and kill another 10 seconds or so.
Desperately needing a clearance. Gagnon trying to get that puck, but it is the Stampede that win that one. Willis loses it, goes out Gene to Roth, keeps it in the zone, back to Gene. Down low, Amston fumbles it for a moment, and that's gonna go out of the zone. A big release for the Red Devils. Haas gets back out there. Willis, the lone defender. 2 imports on the defense here as they try to kill this 5-on-3. Out to Gene, back to Roth, to Ellen, it's picked off, and he's gonna hold on to it and then get rid of it, sending it the length of the ice. Haas just kind of making sure before he gets rid of it. Minute 37 to go here on the 5-on-3, another 33 seconds. Amston continues to skate, goes past Lowe. McCarr gets it back to Amston. Amston shoots, deflected into the corner. Josh Lowe trying to get to the puck, he can't do it. Roth has it now. Roth back into the corner, gets it back to Gene at the point. Gene holds. Down low, on the goal line is Freer. Lowe trying to get out on that shot. Kick save as Carey was able to see enough of that. That goes out to Gene. One player back out on the ice, 5-on-4. Back to Gene up top. Shot, and a goal! Connor Gene gets one back with 5 seconds to go on the power play, so that'll clear Brown's penalty. 5-5 the score, and some disgust on the Red Devils as they were nearly out of that jailbreak.
Unlucky. Couple seconds left in that one, and about 53 seconds left in the game now. A good shot from the points, and again, just causing some chaos in front.
Yeah, it was not much. It looked like it was tipped. Mm-hmm. So, Carey's in the right spot, playing it the right way, and he gets tipped at the last second. There's only so many people you can cover 5-on-4, 5-on-3. But this one's not over. 53 seconds to go. 5-on-5 hockey now. Gagnon with the puck, and the Red Devils can do the funny thing here and just win anyways. And now Gagnon has it as he goes through the offensive zone. It's taken away. Chalice has it now, 2-on-2. They have to be careful not to overcommit. Shot, that goes off the side netting. Brown gets it. And now it's Gagnon. And Reese has that pass picked off. Chalice still has the puck. Amston now. 16 seconds to go, and they're not too worried about making this one a regulation win. No mistakes. Gagnon's going to get one more shot at this up the left side. 4 seconds to go. Shot and goal! He scored! The clock is out! 6-5, the winner in regulation. Alex Gagnon saves the day.
What a shot.
Look at this on the replay. Just rips it right side. Now they're going to have a quick discussion. It will probably be 1 or 2 seconds added to the clock. They will have to face this off. But as things go, that is as close to a walk-off win as you can get. They're going to drop the puck here. Everybody needs to be aware that they're going to take a shot. 2 seconds officially. And they drop the puck, and that's it.
There it is.
The Red Devils, wow, do the awesome thing and make it 6-5. And they take out the league leaders, SkyCity Stampede, here at the Alpine Ice.
They like to keep you on your toes, and unfortunately give that one up with 53 seconds left, but what a shot and a play to bring that back.
Wow. Well, now that's one to see. And if you're going to only come to one hockey game, boy, that's a good one. That was good both ways. And boy, there's going to be some exhausted people. This is the first time all year the Red Devils have won that first game. They got rid of that, get it off their shoulders. And you know what the best part is, Caleb?
What's that?
We get to do it again tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Wow. Well, now that was a show. 6-5 the final. And everybody managed to come out here and grab a ticket in time. Boy, were they treated to a show today.
Just to point it out, 40, or looks like they just changed it, 48 shots on. So
yep.
Tim Carey had a tough task at hand as well to turn those shots away.
Yeah, 90% again. That is one way to go. And I know these players, they know each other very well. That was a good one, and I'm sure the Stampede are, they're going to think about that one. They're going to think about that one a lot. But it is a big win for the Red Devils. Chris, can we look at standings? Is that all right? Can you pull that one up for us? I know this is going to be out of date, but here's the fun part. If the standings, and I'll do this from memory, the Red Devils now have 16 points. Not 13, but 16 because they got their fifth win here in regulation. And that goal is so big because that puts them more than a game ahead of the Botany Swarm. And last we heard, the Thunder were up quite a bit. We're going to try to get a score for that, but in talking about that, right now, that puts, well, there's the summary, and where are we at? Oh, yeah, okay. So we'd say Dunedin's in control, right? Is that fair to say, boys? Okay.
Looks like 8-1 going into the third period. So that's a big score down in Dunedin for the Thunder over top the Swarm.
Oh, see, so Caleb, this is the fun part, right? I get to tell you something that it was a fact I did not think that was necessarily going to be pulled up in time to know that this is the case. But a win tomorrow in regulation for the Red Devils seals a playoff spot.
Wow.
That's how much that goal meant. Because getting all 3 points puts them 4 ahead of Botany. If Botany does not pick up this win, then they do have the chance. All they need is 3 points from their last 3 games to get the 4th spot guaranteed. So that is a huge step towards the playoffs for the Red Devils, getting that win.
Awesome to see, a couple seconds left for them to be able to pop that last goal and potentially have a little bit of a better chance getting into the playoffs. That's awesome to see. So.
All right, well, what we're going to do, we're going to leave it there. That has been quite a show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I'm going to try to find my voice in the next 21 hours because it is gone. And, I couldn't say I'm looking forward to a game more than I have in a while to see what they pull off tomorrow. The Red Devils have definitely had momentum on their side, but this is a famous win, as they say down here. So we'll leave it there. We'll catch up with you tomorrow. Puck drops at the same time. 5:10 is the puck drop. It will be Sean Brown's 151st game, just for clarity. And we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to play it out with the replays here so you can enjoy that action one more time. But wow, Gagnon putting it by with 2 seconds to go, and a 6-5 winner for the Red Devils today. And that was fun. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody.
What a game, and thanks for having me, Matt.
Yeah, Caleb, thank you very much. I shouldn't just sign off the air. Caleb Hance, everybody, jumping in. Dan Nichols will be back tomorrow, but I can see some future work for you in this one. So maybe we'll do another interview. We'll see. All right.
Sounds good. Thanks, Matt.
All right.
Cheers.
Thank you, everybody. Take it easy.